Welcome back to the Mehcast, and oh, what a Motley crew we are.
Indeed, what a Motley crew we are.
Today, it's time to talk about Knuckles, rougher than leather.
Don't tell me what to do.
Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
So, the Knuckles...
Tougher than the best of them, the rest of them. Rougher than leather.
So the Knuckles McFuckles show, starring...
Knuckles McFuckles show featuring Knuckles from the Knuckles McKnuckles series. From the Knuckles McChuckle series.
Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. If you guys were around for when we streamed our reaction to the Knuckles McFuckles show, let's just say that honestly, I was like, it was all right. What? I'd say like an 8 out of 10. Like even if there were some bad parts to it, I was like, watch it again. It's
I mean, I gave it a second watch.
It's not like the MCU character assassination shows such as WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki.
Captain Falcon and the terrorism excuse.
You can all bite me when it comes. Hey, dude, you can all bite me when it comes to the TV segments. Those were actually good.
Are we talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if Narakami agrees with you. He's getting dizzy over your takes, Gizmo.
How funny was it when they started like mimicking Malcolm in the Middle and shit? Or how adorable was it when fucking Wanda and the Vision were acting like it was a 50s family?
Yeah.
Now, frankly, that's not the part we're complaining about.
It's the other part.
Yeah, it's everything else.
I mean, yes, no, maybe. I don't know.
I need another watch.
Can you repeat the question?
I don't know, maybe I need another watch.
You're not the boss of me now? You're not the boss of me now? You're not so big?
Alright, we're gonna check the Midnight Channel.
Cause really, those ideas, those are all fine. It's just kind of the way it ends, all the shit that goes in. The fact that the fucking...
Now we're getting a full FMV.
Who's that guy who wanted to fucking murder all the children that worked for Sword? That was fucking stupid.
Myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream.
Well, we're getting kicked off the internet for this one, Alex.
For Prince Charming. And I came prepared.
Is it titties?
I've got my lacy and vegetables on
Yukiko just grabbed her crotch, and then
and
we see her cleavage.
Well,
okay.
Oh, yeah, you're at the first wall of Persona 4.
Yep.
It's not porn, dude.
No, I say that just because the internet's gonna kick us off just for.
No, dude, seriously.
Incorrect.
I got taken down from YouTube during the Chrono and not fuck Chrono Trigger is what I'm playing now. Watch Dogs. That's what I'm trying to say. During Watch Dogs because of partial nudity in it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Yukiko was fully clothed, but
suggestive pose.
Yeah, it was a very suggestive pose.
I almost want to stream Senran Kagura to see how the
I still prefer this.
I want to stream Senran Kagura to see if they
Tomorrow's Sunday, so let's meet up at Juness first thing in the morning.
What? Okay. I want to stream Senran Kagura to see if
the internet will kick you out.
See what happens.
Alright, so since it's Sunday, it's a day off, and we're going to the food court.
I am attempting to full screen this, and the game isn't letting me.
Oh, good morning.
Hi, Nanako. Sorry, I've got bad news. I gotta go say... Sorry, I got bad news. I gotta go say... some bitch named Yukiko Amagi.
He said he's gonna be late.
She's not exactly... She's not exactly best girl.
Somewhere?
She is kind of a bitch.
She's better than Rize.
I'll be fine by myself.
What? What'd I say?
Sonic. Go sit in the corner. Think about what you just said.
What did I do? What did I do?
As for next
You
week's forecast,
saying that Yukiko is better than any of the girls aside from Ai Ebihara? Go sit in the
I
corner.
mean,
Oh,
well,
the
I
sun's gonna come out.
too easy.
I should do some laundry.
Like,
Okay, so it's been too long, so I
Weren't you
genuinely
going
don't remember
somewhere?
where we are. So I'm going to go. Let's see here. Truce Canyon, north of Guardia.
Going back to chemical plant.
Cursed Journey. Xenon
Hi,
Bridge.
Yosuke.
Sorry for the holdup.
You know, eventually
Found
we're
some
gonna
stuff
have
we can
to.
use in the closet at
Eventually,
home.
I think we should start trying to do some sort of like fucking. You know those big projects you see on YouTube where they like dub like an entire fanfic series or some shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Take a look at
Maybe
these.
Gizmo,
Kinda
I
do
would love
something
to.
like that.
I would love to do something like that, but unfortunately, I have already attempted things like that. Trust me, it's quite hard, and we don't have enough financial support for that to happen.
Oh, you don't need financial support. Just go to Discord. There's a lot of
We've got our
fucking Discord
personas,
groups
but
that'll
a golf
gladly
cart's
do it
not
for
that
free.
reliable of a
No,
weapon.
no, I know. That's the problem.
So, Yosuke here has a giant katana and a short sword.
Because there's a lot of fans.
That he just happened to bring out, that he had just happened to bring to the food court where people can see him. How badly do you think this is gonna go for both our protagonist and his dumbass bestie?
Yes.
Go to the Arena of Ages beyond the flow of time. No.
So, which
Because
one strikes your
I have-
fancy?
I have
Medina
a list
Village.
of over 800 fanfics that we could probably do.
Truce
Oh,
Canyon.
it's called a nada. My bad.
Proto Dome. No.
Ah, you've got discerning
Mystic
taste.
Mountains,
This is a
no.
Juness exclusive.
Lean
What do you mean
Square,
exclusive?
1000
The blade's
AD.
fake, though.
Truce Canyon.
Oh, how about Street Fighter
As for
6?
me,
My boy Hakuma.
Yep.
would be
We'll get to that.
kind of like
We'll get
this.
to
Oh.
Or
But yeah,
like
a lot of
this.
people have been complaining that the Knuckles show
What about this?
isn't. I don't even know, because people have been
They're
bitching about the Knuckles show.
Two
and
suspicious young males
frankly,
found, one
while
armed
it-
with
while it
multiple
wasn't
weapons, requesting
exactly
immediate
what
backup.
what I necessarily would have liked, it's still
Huh?
leaps and bounds
Oh,
ahead
crap.
of Halo.
I mean, no.
Oh, fuck
This
yeah.
isn't what it looks like. I didn't steal it.
Let's
I
not say
guess that's not what matters. Anyways, we're
I'm
not
not
doing
gonna say
anything
it's
bad.
Federal
We're
War
just two
Fallout,
ordinary
'cause that
kids who
show
like
just came
weapons.
out.
Oh,
I
that
haven't seen it,
doesn't
so I don't
sound right
know.
either.
Fallout's not. Fallout's
I
not
heard
the
some
terrible.
good
weapons
They
down
just
now.
have it.
We'll listen to your
Fallout's
story at
really
the station.
Good. I mean, and the
Hands where I can see them,
references,
too.
the writing,
But this isn't.
the
Are
art,
you resisting
the,
an
the
officer of the law?
costumes, the dialogue,
You're
it's all
under
fine,
arrest.
but some of them are really weird though. You want to have sex
Yeah.
right now? What?
You know, people
I mean,
give.
Vault Warrior's got a lot of charisma, but they don't got that much charisma.
Hold on, before you continue, Gizmo, you know, people give Ryuji shit for giving away a lot of things, but here we have Yosuke literally flailing about the weapons as though he were supposedly trying to resist the officer. I'm like, dude, all you had to do was drop the weapons, put your hands up.
He's a
You are-
teenager, he's hormonal, and also he's Yosuke.
Ryuji is smarter than this idiot.
Yeah, like I said, teenage hormonal Yosuke.
You know,
Yeah,
Ryuji is a
can
teenage
agree
and
with
is a
You didn't
teenager
seem the
and
type to pull a
hormonal, and yet
stupid
he's
stunt
still
like this.
well smarter than Yosuke, and he was practically loud enough to give away the Phantom Thieves operation to Makoto.
Yeah,
Then
why you
again,
think-
that ended up being a blessing in disguise because Makoto is one of the best party members in the game.
yeah, why
You
do you
know
think
what's
I
been
said
going
the
on
three
around
reasons
town.
was
We
Yosuke?
got men stationed everywhere.
I mean,
For God's sake.
yeah, and that's
You're
coming
lucky
from
I
the
was
guy
around.
who has his
Now, this would have ended up on your permanent record.
Hey, so since
Wait, so
Persona
the one
3
that
Reload
disappeared
was
is the
a
Amagi girl?
quote unquote success.
Seems like it. That she's just a high schooler, you know.
So
Could
wait
be
for
that
the
she
gang
decided to
Yoki
run away from
come out.
home.
I'm sure we're all gonna take bets on
Did he say
on
Amagi?
how badly everybody in the
really
main
is.
cast is gonna get replaced in an inevitable Persona 4 remake.
Who's what now?
Oh, nothing.
Well, obviously Johnny Young Bosch alone fall because it's cheap.
I'm sure you've seen on the news that
A
there's
lot
an
of those guys are-
investigation in progress.
A lot of those guys are
We're
already
sensitive
aging.
about certain things.
Let's be real.
Yeah, but
here.
Yuri can still do a teenager's voice.
You're free to go.
Again, a lot
This
of these
better
guys
not
are
happen
aging,
again.
so they're probably gonna either want to take it down a notch, or they're pursuing other opportunities. And you never know what's gonna happen.
Well, keep in mind, Johnny Young Bosch is aging, and yet he'll still
Pardon me.
full voice Ichigo.
I
and-
get it, but what I'm saying is that they have other things
Aren't you the
going
kid
on in
staying
their
at
lives. You
Dojima-san's
don't know
place?
if they're gonna make it in time for these kind of things all the time.
Oh, can we ask you something?
Yeah, that's unfortunately a reality of some of this stuff because some of these actors wind up
It's
having
about Yukiko-san. I mean, Yukiko Amagi.
they
of the
wind
Amagi
up
Inn.
in these positions where they get really
Did something
big
happen to her?
opportunities, and it essentially winds up costing them money to do things like like
Well,
voice
if
in
you're friends with Miss Amagi, keep this between us, okay?
voice and stuff
We got
that's
a call
lower
from Miss Amagi's
profile,
parents
or where
yesterday
they're not
evening
willing
saying they couldn't
to
find her
pay them
anywhere.
as much.
Which sadly
Bridge.
Which
Yes,
sadly
we've already been
Persona
through
ends
here.
up falling under this category after a
Forest
while
Castle,
since
Forest
weekend,
Veteran King,
the
Resting
workers at the
Inn,
inn were
Also
extremely
remember,
busy and no one
sometimes
saw
they'll
Miss
have
Amagi around
they'll
that
be
time.
stuck in a gig that pays them
Oh,
more.
but that doesn't
They're
necessarily
they're
mean this
like
is a case just yet.
convention appearances, autograph signings, stuff like
Yes, I'll
that.
go back.
that pays more
Yeah,
than
I
people
know.
been turning
Yeah,
up
I'm
dead on
aware
foggy days.
of all
So
that.
we're really
Yeah,
sensitive to
if
stuff
you're,
like this.
that's why I
Either
say it,
way,
dude. That's why I
Beaten
say that
Zombie.
they have,
Anything
they have
to you
other
guys
things
about
going on.
maybe
That's
going
probably
through
why
some
they
hard
might not be able
times?
to make it. Because why make pennies
Hard
doing an
times?
entire 5-episode miniseries?
Well, that announcer, Miss
when you can make
Yamana, was staying at the
dollars
Amagi
just
Inn
signing
before the first
autographs
murder.
and meeting fans.
Seems Miss
You know, the
Yamana
funny
had
thing
some
is
harsh
that
words for
even
the manager
though
about the
both
staff's
Yuri
attitude
and Terra
towards
Platt are
guests.
kind of like union-ish voice actors, they still ended up
Stress would cause the
reprising their
manager to
respective
collapse.
roles in Bleach,
And with
Okay.
Miss Amagi being
which
the
is kind of
manager's daughter,
odd to me because
she
I'm
must have
like,
felt
because I was
pretty
fully
strongly about
expecting
the
them to get
incident, you know?
replaced.
They probably weren't getting gigs.
By the way, did
They
Miss
might have
as if
gotten
not,
the
there's been some theories
you know,
floating
just
around
gotten
that
the
she's
right
laying
kinda
low for
offer.
some reason or another.
And the funny thing
I
is
think I've
that
gone too
David
far.
Lodge was
You didn't
perfectly
hear that, okay?
willing to go back to playing
What the hell are
Himpachi
you
again
chatting with Siggy's for?
for
And
a
where's my coffee?
for a smaller pay because he was willing
Sorry,
to do
I
things
got
for
it
the
right here.
fans, but they were like, nah.
Forget I said anything.
Oh, dude, if
please.
they had to put the Hulk against someone.
At the very least,
Cursed Woods,
at the very least,
Shrinks
Patrick
making
Sight,
push.
very least Patrick Sites did improve in
Hey,
Thousand Year Blood
does
War
that
compared
detective
to
think that
how he was
Yukiko-san-
in the 04 anime.
Top end of Cursed Woods. Where do I need to go? Cursed Woods. Is this the Cursed Woods?
Sheesh, what are
This
you
is the
guys
Cursed
doing?
Woods.
GA, we got arrested
There we
because my
go.
idiot bestie decided to wave around sharp, quote unquote, sharp objects in the food court. Alright,
Teenager
that's what we
hormonal.
were doing.
Everywhere!
Well, there was a slight misunderstanding.
Teenager.
We'll
hormonal.
tell you about it later.
Yosuke.
Anyway, something's up with Yukiko-san.
Huh? You know already? I kept calling her so, but she didn't pick up. So I went to her house, and it turns out Yukiko really did disappear.
You know, I get the impression
I guess
that
we've got no choice but to go
that
now.
she, I get the impression
But
that
that aside,
that
the cops are saying
Chie's
some weird
somewhat
stuff.
exaggerated
They think Yukiko-san's
personality in
hiding
a
to
I
lay
Am
low.
Daisy comic wasn't all that exaggerated.
Apparently, Yukiko-san's mom collapsed because that announcer lady bitched her out.
Sure.
They think that gives her a motive, and the fact that the announcer died right after makes her even more suspicious.
What? They think Yukiko did it? Oh, what the hell is wrong with them?
Oh, god damn it.
Dude, don't snap
don't
at
want
me. Yukiko's the victim here, damn it, not the suspect.
You're right. So, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, several people have said, "Oh, the Knuckles show is the worst thing in the history of the Sonic franchise," and you know that's not true. When Sonic Boom exists, when Sonic Underground
But the
exists,
police totally on the wrong track.
You
We've
know the
got to
drill.
handle it ourselves.
Sonic
Yeah.
Underground.
Oh god, I hated that show.
People are liking that more and more for like ironic reasons now.
Ironic reasons are stupid
going to.
reasons. If you can't
And
like
that's
something
final. I'm
genuinely,
going
it's
to save
not
Yukiko
likable.
no matter what.
The Room.
Touche.
Are you gonna be all right? Man, they just
I'm
confiscated
back.
our weapons.
Just grab
Can't
some
go in
oranges.
empty-handed.
Stuff happened.
Weapons?
Oranges.
Oh, I know. Come on, follow me.
What I
it's
missed?
about time we. I think it's about time we get into news. Let's play a little catch up first, and let's play a little catch up though with some news. Crystal Dynamics, they
Here we
released
are.
the Tomb Raider Remastered Collection, and that sold like hotcakes. It had the original PlayStation, PC, Tomb Raider games, including some removed and missing levels and content that was originally
What kind of
only
shop
on
is
certain
this?
consoles, such as the PC,
Metalworks,
PlayStation,
I guess?
Dreamcast,
They sell all
and
sorts
so
of
on
metal
and so
crap,
forth.
like katanas
They
and
even
stuff.
gave you the option to switch in between the original renders and
Doesn't that
the
seem weird to you? Why
the
would you know
remastered
about a place
renders,
like this
which is also
anyway?
pretty cool. Kind of odd they didn't give you the option.
Oh, I get it. You watch one too
to-
many kung fu
No,
movies and...
no, they did that. I was gonna say.
It's not that
I was
at
gonna say they
all.
didn't give you the
overheard
option
some guys in our
to
class talk about it. They said this place sells weapons and armor.
to switch between controls for like the modern and to
Here,
like the
this
retro
one looks
controls, but they
good.
did that. Here's something
But
that
it might
nobody
be too
liked
heavy.
though. Back in the day when Tomb Raider was popular, Lara Croft was
I don't know,
everywhere.
Chie. I still think it's too
Uh,
dangerous. I know
just
how
as
you
much
feel,
as
but...
say Marge Simpson was, or I don't know, Witchblade,
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson, Britney Spears. You know, because just like Marge, just like Pamela, just like Vampirella, she
You don't
made
know
it
shit
onto
about
a
how I
lot of
feel.
merch,
Yukiko, I'm going,
headlines,
and that's that.
covers. She was on Playboy.
She was one of like video game sexiest women's list.
Yes,
I'll be
she was on
fine. My
Playboy.
reflexes
She
are
was
second
like
to
on a
none.
magazine cover where Duke Nukem
Listen,
was holding her titties.
I'm not kidding around. You don't know
She
what it's
was like
like in there.
Okay, so we gotta go
If you're not
to...
gonna listen to
Like,
our
she
warnings,
had
we're leaving you
used
here.
Memory cards.
If you
action
insist on
figures,
coming, just
comic
make sure you
books.
have something to protect
You
yourself.
get the picture, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I mentioned this because
All
in the
right.
game, there's Easter eggs of a couple of her pinups from back in
Man,
the day
hey,
when she was
you're
still
our
in
main-
her...
Polygon days.
Excuse me.
I
When
got
she was
my-
still in her debut stage, you know, all the 1,
You
2,
know, but
3
it's not like-
Dreamcast days.
Why not conceal them?
You go to
Okay.
a locker, you'll see like 2 of her
All right,
pinups.
let's
like,
split up
right
and get
there
ready.
taped
The
above
store will be
lockers.
crowded until the afternoon sale ends.
Unfortunately,
And if we walk
that
around
got
together, the
patched
cops
out
might get
and
suspicious.
censored. They weren't even
Then
replaced
I'll
with
see you guys
anything
at
like
the
a
Junes food
generic
court.
sports car poster. No, they were just outright removed.
Yeah, they were gone in the remastered version, but they were still there in the original.
right.
Interestingly.
And funnily enough, because of the outrage, they decided to remove the patch, therefore removing the censorship.
Well, it's not that they removed the patch. They made a new patch that restored them. Because the patch... Because they... Well, that'd be like a rollback, you know? But this thing... The thing about this was that it also had some bug fixes and whatnot.
Right. but
Like, I
then
think
why-
it did that... I think it fixed that problem where the,
Why don't you just make a new patch then? Like remove that patch.
That's what they
make a new
did.
Patch along. They didn't though. You just said. They
No,
just-
that's what I just said. They made a patch that added the content back in and over top of the over top the previous patch that removed it. But here's the thing: it didn't just remove it; it also fixed some glitches.
God, I hate enough of this short jump.
The fact that they try to remove this so badly, you would think they would want people to buy this thing.
Well,
No.
yeah.
I mean, it was
Thankfully,
like-
Crystal Dynamics actually listened to the people who paid for the game,
It was already odd enough.
Probably because they would have gotten sued if they hadn't.
It was already odd enough that they removed the lady on the back of one of the villains' jackets. You know.
Yeah.
Because you know we can't have naked ladies on a game where you kill people.
Oh, blood is okay. Titty is not.
Yeah,
It's like that one quote like President Clown said. Oh, anything is fine so long as you don't show any nipple.
I think Tipper Gore's wife is somehow still like
Al,
like
don't you mean
shadows?
Don't you mean Al Gore? Al Gore's wife, because Tipper Gore was his wife.
We have been expecting
I heard it both ways. Either way is how about stop fucking everything up, Sony? You're going on the right track, kind of, sorta, 5%, and then you're like doing shit like this.
Sony, what happened to you?
California happened. That's what.
In California.
Yes, thank you, Dankula.
Welcome to California with open bar. That is a terrible impression of Count Dankula. But to be perfectly frank, I haven't done his voice that often.
Oh, what happened? That's just awful. How terrible. Oh, no.
See, that's better.
I'm literally just mimicking him and using that as a serious voice.
Yeah.
It's also kind of sort of serious. The Game Boy emulator, that was the top.
The top download on the Apple Store?
On the iPhone App Store. Yes. It was yanked for copyright infringement. And what's funny is that the guy's not even mad.
There have been a lot more put on there since then. So
yeah, but specifically the Game Boy and NES. Everything else is just left alone. It's kind of odd.
Even the GameCube.
Did you just see us kick that thing's ass?
Wasn't there a GameCube one?
There's GameCube. There's Dolphin. There's Dolphin. There's Dolphin. There's Kega Fusion. There's Kessen. There's fucking Zemu. There's all these other emulators that you could probably find literally everywhere. For some reason, they took down only the Game Boy and the NES emulator. It's really odd. Specifically,
that is odd. That is pretty odd.
You know what else is kind of odd? Virtual Boy emulation is coming to Apple Vision Pro.
Oh, maybe that thing will actually be useful for once. Because I've heard that Apple Vision Pro breaks really easily.
It's Apple. Everything breaks easily.
Like, no. Like, dude, you don't know what I mean. Like, they set it down on a table overnight, and it broke.
What?
Yeah, like a crack down the center.
What? It just killed itself or something?
Hold on. I'm gonna walk through this. Tell me, tell me where you.
Okay.
Okay. So he put it on.
So a guy who had the Apple Vision Pro, right? He set it down on his like nightstand overnight, right?
Okay.
Woke up the next morning, there was a big crack down the center of it.
Any pets?
No.
Does he have?
No, it was literally just sitting there, and the pressure of its own weight. The pressure of its own weight broke the damn glass.
How do you do that?
That is an
I don't know.
Dude, the Virtual Boy was a big honking piece of shit, but holy shit. If it breaks...
It's shitty fucking glass, that's how.
When I hear people say, I broke the Virtual Boy, they dropped it or they threw it. This guy just placed it on his nightstand?
Yeah. And there's more than one person had this happen too. Just a big old crack down the center line.
Oh my God.
Because it's like this big fucking piece of curved glass. Because it had to be an AR helmet in addition to being a VR helmet.
Why? Why do people keep buying Apple
Oh
products?
god. Guys.
No clue.
They're all
Guys. Guys, I don't mean to interrupt this again, but I feel like this game wants my affection.
give it affection then.
No.
But think about it, like no other VR anything has had this kind of problem. Virtual Boy, the Oculus Quest.
Well, remember how Apple phones
Really
used to
stick
have
out. Guess it
they used
doesn't
to
help
have
that we're in our
plastic
school
backs
uniforms
or
on a
metal
Sunday.
backs, right? And then they replaced them.
The sale should
with
end soon,
that
so that'll get
shitty
rid of some of the
fucking-
people wandering around.
Yeah,
here.
you know, it was fucking
All right, let's get going.
heavy, thick ass metal, right?
Yeah,
Gee, it's
And
not
they-
too late to.
Yep.
I'm
And then they replaced it with
Fine, but
fucking
don't push
with
yourself.
a fucking
Got
glass back.
Why would you even?
And now if you drop the fucking thing, it's broken. I had a fucking plastic phone that my uncle gave me that he bought for $1. Like he bought these fucking smartphones from Kroger, and he bought
It really is that bear from last time.
like
What are
he
you
bought them for $1 a piece
Can't you
because
tell?
they were there was some kind of pricing on them.
I've been deliberating
And he gave one to
over it
me,
for a
and
long
that thing
time
lasted
now.
me for like 5 years. And I
Hey,
drop
that
it
wasn't a
onto
bad
fucking
joke.
concrete, onto
So, did you
onto
figure
the
anything
road
out?
and shit. Not
It's
on purpose,
probably useless to
obviously,
think
but
about
like,
too much.
like you know, you
I've
you
seen
drop it. You know, I drop it, and
How
then
rude.
and it was like,
You're right,
like,
though.
well, hey,
I
this
try
works.
and try,
this,
but
this
nothing
still
comes out of
fucking
my
works.
head.
And then
That's
You
because
guys
these
shut
Apple
up.
phones,
Now's not the time for stupid
no.
jokes.
but these
Listen,
Apple phones are
someone
like,
came here yesterday, right?
Wow.
Man.
There's a girl with a better nose than me.
you
What's
scream
your
at it
name,
and
miss?
it breaks.
Miss,
They-
I'm Chia,
Apple
but
made the
never mind
phone
that.
that bent in people's
I
pockets.
think it happened a little after I
was
talked
there.
with you
Holy
guys.
Shit. I saw
After
people
that, it
legitimately
felt
bend
like
those things.
someone was
like
here.
goddamn taffy.
The fact
is-
that
Is
was
it
even
Yukiko-san?
possible, like, come on, man.
It's worse.
You made it out of the
I
shittiest
don't know.
thin
I
aluminum
haven't
you could
looked.
possibly fucking find.
It's worse than that.
together.
There's been things worse than that.
The
You know,
presence
you're
is
at
over
least
that
with
way.
bending the
That's
phone.
probably where they
you
are.
need to put some pressure into it, so that means there has to be some effort.
Over
put
there,
into
huh?
Actually bending the
everyone
phone,
ready?
whether it be voluntarily or
Yeah.
not. You remember Internegate?
What?
Oh yeah, where you'd pick up the
Oh, yeah.
phone and the damn thing would just stop working.
Yeah. So since Sonic doesn't know, what it was is that there was this new iPhone where
What the?
it's able to pick up like satellite
You think this
Wi-Fi,
is the
whatever the
place they
fuck. You
showed
know,
on
it was one of the
TV
newer
last
models.
time?
But here's the problem.
It had these pretty
You're positive that
decent
no one's
antennas
behind a
on it,
camera for
right?
that bizarre
but it's
midnight
not
program.
antenna like you're usually used to. You know, like
Program?
they'd be about on top of the
I
old
don't know.
TVs. No, these are
But
like.
they
Maybe
made them.
people on your side
it-
can
it
see
had-
stuff in this world.
It had like
It might be that.
okay,
And I
so
told you
the
before,
antennas were
there's
built
only me and
into the
Shadows
case,
here.
right?
Yeah.
Like not the
There's
case,
no camera
case, but
stuff
like
going
the
on.
They're built
shell
world
of
has
the
been
phone.
like this from the
Yeah.
beginning.
But here's the problem, though. Excuse me.
From the
Yeah.
There's
beginning.
this little gap.
That's
This
what we
one
don't
smidgen
understand.
Of a gap that looks like you could fit your SD card into if they built it that way. If your finger even slightly
I don't
covers
know.
that,
Can
you
you guys
lose
explain everything
every
about your
and
world?
any and all
I've
your
never
call
seen
drops,
this
yeah.
program thingy before, so I don't know.
Yeah, so if you
Well,
hold
is
your
that
phone
really
wrong,
what's
the call
happening?
drops.
Are we really looking
That
into
is-
this world?
Wow.
Because the
And
first
people
time
bought that.
Yukiko showed
Yeah,
up on
people
that
bought it,
channel
and
was
they-
before she
Yeah,
disappeared.
and people
Doesn't that
made
seem
excuses
odd?
like, "Oh, well, you're holding
I
your
mean,
phone wrong." It's like, bitch, I don't need to
Yukiko,
hold my
saying
phone a
stuff like,
specific
"Score
way.
myself a hot
I should
stud."
be able to hold
that's
it.
not like her
If
at
I
all.
want to hold it like L from fucking Death
Score?
Note, it should still
Stud?
fucking work.
Yeah, I couldn't
if
believe
the
it
biggest
either.
problem is my
Yukiko-san
fingers
would
in the
never say
way, then
anything
you
like that.
made a critical error in design.
Critical failure.
Huh. I wonder. Is this kind of like what happened to me last time?
Like it's the equivalent of
There's
you're
a
drinking
lot of
the
stuff
water
I still
wrong.
don't
Bitch,
get.
how do I drink
But
water
after
wrong?
hearing your story,
Drinking
Yeah.
Dasani.
I think that
how
program
you drink
happens
water
because
wrong.
of the
Fuck
person who
Dasani.
appears on it. Or something like that.
Metallic tasting shit.
So,
Speaking of shit,
Yukiko is producing that
speaking
show
of shit,
herself?
Mortal Kombat's getting a fan-made Jaguar port.
Oh, I don't
30
get
years
this at
later.
all.
Oh, cool. I wish I could find it in myself.
Is it better than the
Do you
Switch
feel
port of Mortal
Yukiko's
Kombat
presence
1?
from inside?
I'm
You're
pretty
asking
sure.
me?
So,
Mortal
I don't know.
Kombat.
what's this scoring with a
I mean, I may be into
No.
fighting games, but I'm not into Mortal Kombat that much.
I like Mortal Kombat.
I
It's
loved
fine.
Mortal Kombat
going
back
on
in the
ahead.
day, but that was back in the day, man.
Hey, wait, don't
Yeah,
go
back in
alone!
the day.
Jeez,
Well,
you better
actually,
follow her.
nowadays, if you were to look it up, there in the tournament, people are still holding tournaments from the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I know that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Mortal Kombat's still one of the top, I mean, Mortal Kombat's Mortal Kombat. It's
Not
just-
Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat, like legit, just Mortal Kombat, like the precursor, like the one that's
Yeah.
Oh,
the original.
Oh.
yeah, like people are still making tournaments on the original Mortal Kombat.
You know what? I guess
You
that
know,
doesn't
people are
surprise
still
me since
playing,
Street Fighter 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are still.
Yeah, I was gonna say people are still playing
doesn't-
MVC 3. People MVC 1 and 3, 1, 2, and 3. People are playing and stuff like fucking. They're playing Smash Melee.
Yeah, there's a lot of games you wouldn't believe people are making tournaments out of. Like there's
Yeah, so you know what? I guess that doesn't really surprise me. You know
there's
what?
legitimate tournaments of like.
I would run King of Fighters 98 tournaments if I knew the slightest bit of how to organize that tournament.
I mean, they're just going shot.
I see now 2 enemies. Pick them up.
Going down, pretty scheduled matches. I mean, I organize tournaments all the time.
Yosuke's on the wall.
I'm surprised
Keep it
nobody's ever
going.
tried to form a
You
tournament
hit its
based off of
weakness.
Senkai HD3.
Now run.
Oh, dude, that would be great.
Yeah, how awesome would the hype man be watching fights like that unfold? But then again, how many times are we gonna see Goku, Vegeta's, and fucking
Super Saiyan for Gogeta.
yeah?
I mean, they probably maybe do like how Marvel 2 does it, like make a ratio system. Which,
You mean
Hey,
like use
congrats.
destruction points? I see that.
yeah, destruction. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, if we were gonna do a tournament, it'd probably be using the.
I would have to actually do that if I ever somehow in my day actually run a Senkai HD tournament. Just fuck. Hey, I get it. You got all of Goku and Vegeta. Please pick another Saiyan. Hell, pick another species, please.
Yeah, why not give Frieza soldiers some love? We're all cool.
Pick Nail. I don't care.
Cool.
Man,
Nah.
yeah,
Excuse
cool.
me.
Don't you know he was in Tekken 3 too?
I have a bitch of an itch.
An itch on my left ass
That's actually
cheek.
surprisingly cool.
Scratch it.
I will say, like,
I smell 2
You better have
enemies.
enough
Pick them up.
you know, because someone is showing the PlayStation Experience trailer
Go,
for
Sensei. You knocked it
$70,000.
down.
What the fuck is that?
why?
Really? You don't know? Okay, so the PlayStation Experience trailer was back in 2000. The PS2 back in the
Oh, that's cool.
And what it was that it was an entire trailer where you got inside and it was almost like a part of the building. There was like a place to just sit down and play demos and shit. However, unfortunately, the thing was ordered for several years.
Oh, that's what that was? Oh, okay, so now I actually kind of know what you're talking about. Because I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, and this was back in the day when ATV Alpha Fury 4, SOCOM, and NBA were still a thing. And get this, they're trying to sell it on, of all places, not eBay, not on a pawn shop, Facebook Marketplace.
That's gonna wind up on an episode of Weird Facebook Marketplace Finds.
2 enemy shadows.
Dude,
You get
it's
to
already
go
a weird
first.
fucking to begin with. It's a mom.
I know.
No
Who
one
the fuck
stands
does
in
a
Sensei's
regular
way.
ass parent of a mom do something like that?
It's down.
Give it
Man,
to
I
the mom.
don't know.
All right.
Probably a soccer mom.
No, that's what I'm saying. Who owns that? And you're selling it for $70,000? I'd buy that for $100,000. That thing
I'll
is
borrow that
fine.
for it, Oliver.
You know what?
You know what you don't have to spend $70,000 on?
What?
PPSSPP, because it's coming on iPhone App Store this year.
Oh, nice.
It's PlayStation Portable Emulator.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they
There are
knew
3
it. They give
enemies.
it
Careful.
Yeah, I saw my emulator.
Go, Sensei. You knocked it down.
I'm just wondering
That was a good one, Sensei.
who the fuck plays games like that on an iPhone.
It's down. Okay.
Congratulations. With extra staff.
Guide.
I mean, to be fair, the PSP was basically the RPG machine.
Okay, but who's gonna play PSP games on a phone?
Hey, if it's powerful enough,
Not bad,
you
partner.
know, you need
No, but
something
like-
with no internet around.
No, but like, okay. If you download an NES game, Genesis game, Atari game, you're good to go. You're good to go. 3 buttons, 1 button, 2 buttons, that's it. Now,
They ported Resident Evil 4 to the fucking.
yeah, somehow.
Yeah, somehow they ported Resident Evil 4 to that fucking thing.
3 enemies, but they're too slow.
But yeah, going on, what are you saying?
But yeah, like,
Go,
you
Sensei!
download to
You knocked it
PSP,
down!
why the fuck are you playing Final Fantasy Crisis Core on your
Go,
iPhone
Sensei! You knocked it down.
without a Bluetooth controller? Or hell,
It's
on your
down.
phone of all things?
Okay.
I mean,
Ready?
I mean,
Here we go.
I mean, I mainly played RPGs, like Stone
Right. But then, why not just get a PSP?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was in middle school, man. I didn't have a lot of income.
No, but what I'm saying is that the PPSP emulator is going to be available on iPhone. Why not just get a PSP at that point?
Well, you do have increased resolution options, bigger screen,
Get a Vita.
the ability.
I mean, back in the day,
I mean,
sure.
dude, those things cost
Man.
like $200.
You can go to
A lot of
pawn
people
shop.
already have iPhones.
You can go to a pawn shop. You can go to like a game store.
Yeah,
Hell,
I've been, dude. Pawn
could probably-
shops and game stores have them for like.
You can probably find some in Facebook Marketplace or like garage sales and flea markets for
That's
like
much
half off too.
work. That's much work.
Yeah.
No, that's a you problem.
I'm a lazy fuck. I'm a lazy, skinny fuck.
Eat a sandwich, ho.
But me, frankly, like, I have 2 PSPs, I have a PlayStation TV,
Why do you
and I have
that?
a PC Huh?
Why do you have
Why-
a PlayStation TV?
It's the Vita TV, sorry. Because there are like 3 different,
My question still stands.
because I wanted it. And I found one cheap.
It is Mystic Cave. Oh no.
Like, legitimately, it's really fucking cool, especially for, like, soft modding.
I can. I mean, I'm.
It's like a TV version, and guys, it's like a Vita that you can hook up to your TV.
Didn't like the
And I
Vita did
never-
like plenty of crossplay stuff. Like, remember when the
I
days of
never had
I
a,
smell
back
2
then-
enemies. Beat them up.
hell, Marvel 3
Great,
was technically
Sensei.
on the
Go
Vita.
for broke.
Oh god. Tap the screen and you can play. Yeah, fuck.
yeah, I never had a Vita, so.
I mean, neither did I.
Please don't shit talk to me.
Oh, I'm not shit-talking the Vita, I'm just
I don't know
saying
if it's shit
that
talking.
I never had a Vita.
Just saying that. Just saying that.
No, not really.
Two
So
enemies.
well.
You
Shut
can
up,
attack
boy.
before
So
them.
well.
No one stands in Sensei's
Okay,
way.
moving on. Speaking of TV, Golden Axe is getting a 10-episode animated series on
Nice.
Comedy Central.
Less nice.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Here goes.
BBC Monday did well.
Yeah, true.
Just one enemy left.
Eon Flux did well on MTV. I
Are
mean,
you all right, Sensei?
no, wait, no, that was on MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but BBC Monday did well on Comedy Central as well.
It's down.
So it's
Shoot
South
it.
Park.
Out of our way.
But so has Comedy Central hosted after shows?
That's a good question.
Because like when I think Comedy Central, I don't think like balls to the wall barbarians cutting up motherfuckers and, you know, doing puny god on dragons and then banging barbarian zombie mommy women.
No, Gizmo. What you would imagine from Comedy Central is the variant of Golden Axe where it's like, buy my balls!
Buy my balls!
One enemy ambushed you! Hang in there!
Remind me of that game again after I
Let's do this! Persona!
What game?
You hit its
Riders.
weakness! Now
No,
Never heard of it. I've heard of fucking Savage War. Dinosaur fighting game.
There's Golden Axe 1, 2, 3, and then when the 360 and PS3 came along, they decided to reboot it with Golden Axe Beast Riders.
I only remember Spider Riders.
Calling all Spider Riders.
Yeah.
I played the MMO. Did you know there was an MMO?
There's a
Oh.
There was a Spider Riders MMO that was Flash based.
Oh, okay. Played it.
Yeah, no wonder we Flash is dead. Sad.
This was like. This
It's
would have
not
been
dead
like.
sad. I mean, like,
This would have been like
You
10
can still
years
play
ago.
Flash games nowadays. You can still play Flash games.
Yeah,
Three
but that's
enemies,
archival
but
stuff.
they're too slow!
Oh, and just so you know, guys involved in
No one
Golden Axe
stands in
Pro
Sensei's
are gonna
way.
be Mike
Great,
Mayhem,
Sensei!
the
Go
guy-
for
the
broke!
guy is,
Any relation to Vince?
no, not McMahon, McMahon. Mayhem.
Oh, Meek Mahan.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know. That's how people always
Mike,
Gotta step up too.
I
But
don't
yeah.
even fucking know, man.
But yeah, Mike McMahon is the same guy who brought Star Trek Lower Decks and Solar Opposite, and it's also gonna involve.
Solar Opposites was good. Star Trek Lower Decks was.
It's okay.
You know, I'm back and forth on whether I like Lower Decks or not, because a lot of shit in that first episode rubbed me the wrong way, and then I watched some more of it, and I was more okay with it.
It's
but
the animation that kind of throws me off. You know, when I
yeah,
think
it's a bit too Rick and
Gee,
Morty. It doesn't
are you
scream
alright?
Star Trek to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you got the GA boss already, Kevin?
Yeah, because of the animation style that
Oh,
I
boy.
almost didn't
She
watch
said
it.
that red looks good on me.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like seeing.
Hope
You
you're
can
all
go,
healed
son.
up.
It's
I
sort of
am.
like- it's kind of like seeing a
I hated my name.
It's kind of like seeing like a comedy
Yukiko.
show in the art style of
Snow.
Berserk. It's like,
Snow
okay,
is
yeah, it's
cold
funny,
and it
but
melts
like, how do I
quickly.
know that with an art
It's
style that looks
transient.
like that?
Worthless.
Hmm.
But it's
You
perfect
know,
for me.
like, oh, Joe Chandler from American
from
Dad,
the
Luca
Yeah.
learned
Man,
napalm.
I'm
We can now
worthless.
commit war crimes in Vietnam.
Still,
and Joe
Oh.
Chandler from
Chie
American
told
Dad
me
will
that
also be
red looks
involved.
good on me.
Are these Yukiko-san's inner thoughts?
Huh?
I remember hearing Saki-senpai's
Yukiko
too.
was right about one part. When it comes to waifu appeal, she's...
Tata and the Frog. That
Yeah,
Uh,
this castle is probably
You're
here
doing
because
all-
of
oh, wait,
this
no, wrong guy.
Yukiko person.
Yukiko. Chie
I mean, at
is
least
the only
Yukiko
one who
has
gave my life
some
meaning.
taste.
There are Fire Emblem waifus that are infinitely better than Yukiko Amagi.
She's
I'm not
bright and
denying
strong.
it, man.
She can do
I'm
anything.
just saying. I
She has
don't like.
everything that
I
I
just
don't.
hate Rise a bit more.
you're not denying it because you
How
can't
did
deny.
Chie?
I actually don't mind Rise.
Chie protects
People
me.
try to tell me that
She
I
looks
should
after
go
my
for
worthless
Rise,
life.
hence why I'm gonna have to pair up with her.
And I don't
What do you
deserve
think?
any of it.
What do you
I-
keep them?
Chie is so
Gizmo, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right.
You know what else is good
Yukiko,
though? The
I-
PS1 version of Doom has been backported to PC along with the soundtrack.
Nice.
I don't know things about PS1 Doom. I haven't played it yet,
Well,
but
it's, yeah, it's a unique version of the game, all right.
Oh man,
I figured much.
is that?
It's just like
It's
Yosuke.
bizarrely unique.
Okay,
Like what?
gentlemen,
Oh.
Like it-
now it...
Like there's a bunch
She
of new
lost
levels.
control
and
over her
stuff.
suppressed self.
Oh.
Now it's a shadow.
there's a lot of PS1
Alright.
games that are getting backported to PC. Like,
Oh look, it's zombie mommy.
what is there? Like, there's Twisted Metal 2, there's Crash
No,
Team
where you
Racing,
don't have Banana Head Dominatrix yet.
there's Crash Team Racing, then there's Twisted Metal 2, and now PS1 Doom.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm glad these games, are getting archived.
Yukiko's so good looking.
No, well, not archive, more like.
I mean,
just-
yeah, I was
you know what
gonna
I
say,
mean.
not-
Yeah,
not just-
She's the one
I mean,
all
just
because
I
there's
don't know what's
already
the right word.
archive, but this.
I don't know what's the right word. I guess
Something
being
else.
playable again.
It's basically a fan
Yukiko
port.
knows the score. She can't do
If only we had
Literally
a
is
mother.
fan port.
I'm better than her.
Frankly, it's an NES game. You don't need to get more native than that.
Guys,
No.
Yeah.
unfortunately, Shadow Chie brings up a good point. Chie is much better than Yukiko.
I mean, yeah, no duh.
No, I've never thought that.
I mean, no one's
but,
gonna. I mean,
yeah, but the Persona fandom has.
What are we gonna do?
yeah, the Persona
simple.
fandom can't agree on anything.
Simple. We'll football tackle her and muffle her, so that way she can't say those infamous words.
We need to protect
Huh.
Chie-chan right
You
now.
know, the thing. I mean, I would wonder what would
Don't
happen
near
if
me.
they just,
Don't
decide
look
to
at
say,
me.
you know what? How about you just don't say those words?
Chie, calm down.
Like with the
Chie,
shadow, just leave them alone, or
That
like,
happened.
I don't
That already
know.
happened though. If you're the
No.
main character.
No.
No. Here's no. Oh, actually,
in the
Futaba
anime,
is
the
kind.
main character.
Actually, Futaba ends up being the result of what happens when a person just accepts the shadow for who they are. Or because
Oh.
she literally figured out what was going on from the moment she stepped into her own
Deb.
palace and took immediate
Okay, that was-
control of the situation.
I'll be back. I gotta
Wait,
take a
stupid!
piss.
Don't say anything else like that.
I mean, I would
Do not say anything synonymous to say to what you just said, Chie.
That's
I
right.
mean, I always thought Adachi was the
One
first
can
person
do
who could,
anything alone.
handle on his shadow.
No, I'm just saying in first person that's a party member.
I can't win as a
Ah,
girl,
got it.
let
Not
alone
an
as a
asshole.
person. I'm pathetic.
No, you're not. You're beautiful.
But Yukiko,
Beautiful the way you
No,
are.
you're breathtaking.
I mean, who doesn't love tomboys?
that's why she's my friend.
Yeah,
I'll never
that
lose
Chie is one of the
my
best
gay people.
boys.
She's too important to
Yeah.
me.
So it's gay to like Chie. Okay, then I'm gay.
I always, it's
not how
always
I think of her.
hilarious whenever one of those stupid people on the internet, a stupid person on the internet, shock and awe. But whenever one of those stupid people on the internet says that it's gay to like tomboys, it's always hilarious to
So you're just
play the
going to
Uno
turn your
reverse
back
card
and
on them.
deny me again? But things are different now.
Say,
When
back
the
in my
time
day, a
comes,
hole with a
I will
hole.
be the one left standing. I'm still you.
Well, recently Andrew Tate has earned his title of apex homosexual
no!
by saying that having sex with women and is the for sexual pleasure is the gayest thing you can do. So,
So is it like gay as in like happy?
God damn it, Chie!
Man, I suppose
You
it
had
must
to
be
say-
because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
God damn it,
That's the only way
Chie! You
that
had to
makes
say
sense.
those 3 words.
Oh my God!
You're
it's the
not
Master Sword.
me.
And then GA takes a nap. Oh wait, not yet.
There's the banana head dominatrix.
Chie!
It's symbolic. I don't
No, we don't get to the
You have to
it's
use your
symbolic
powers to
jokes
save
until
Chie-chan.
Shadow.
I know the
Yukiko.
bird. Oh god, Metropolis Zone.
So, shellcrackers, asterons, and slicers.
Oh, I missed a Mirage Hand.
Yep.
I am a shadow, the true self. What do you
At
guys
least I'm
think you're
not
doing? Trying to defend the real me?
Then
You're
you're
gonna pay the price.
Shut up! Quit being such
God.
a pain!
Indeed,
Chie.
Yosuke.
Just hang in there a little longer.
Oh, thank God we never got a stage like.
Gonna reduce the defense a bit.
Masa
You learn them.
Okay,
Oh, whatever.
let's do this.
Oh, don't patronize me.
Looks like you won't understand without a little pain.
Okay then. Uh-oh. Oh, Yosuke got
Oh, yeah,
shot.
but, you know, kind
What
of make
the
kind of make my whole
dude?
life easier if I had a more powerful sword, you know?
Yeah, you just need a bigger sword.
In fact, you know what? I'd appreciate that as a story thing. It's like, well, you know, obviously I know that that you don't have to, you know, it matters more for like what you do with the sword versus, you know, what kind of sword you got. But you know, obviously it'd make my life easier if I had a more powerful sword. So I have to get the most powerful sword in the world. It's just how it goes.
Big joke.
Great, now she's erected a green wall, which means I can't attack her with wind. Alright, that just means I gotta rely.
What the hell am I doing? Why am I climbing on these damn gears? I'm nothing. I can just climb walls.
Let's do this.
Oh, God damn it!
I'm not
Yuka's
sure.
going down this turn.
You know, Chie, I'm not sure how to feel about you wanting me to scream.
Oral whirl. Come on, oral whirl. God damn it!
Hey, at least all this shows that
Athenian water.
She's nothing but a grubby bitch.
Aura.
No, she's not. You're
I
looking
mean, she will be a
scornful.
top. Just say you and Steph, come on, a top if we're going by her shadow.
Oral whirl.
Let's do this. Persona.
Okay, wind resistant. Yeah. God.
Okay. Now we're more likely to be.
Jesus, tap dancing Christ, you are
going.
Vince, you okay?
You are just.
Okay. This is gonna calm down.
Chie, you are
And now the most
just.
powerful party member is dead.
Persona.
Chrono was confused. He attacked his own party in his confusion. Oh, that's cool.
Don't make fun of me. You're nothing against me. Why all this?
Great. Alright. Daffy news.
Another news, we're getting a Final Fight comic.
Oh, cool.
That's a funny thing from the final fight. Let me damn you.
It's going to be a 4-issue series, and there will also be one for Free Comic Book Day.
Oh, nice. I don't hardly do anything for Free Comic Book Day anymore because it's always at a really inconvenient time.
And they're always giving away Free Comic Book Day with Free Comic Book Day printed on the comics because, turn off for me.
The free comic books that... Lately, the free comic books haven't been all that impressive. They used to be...
They're not.
Like... They used to be, like,
Chie,
unique
are you okay?
issues or like, preview
What
samplers or, Oh, I have a really neat one that's like the history of the entire Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. And, like, it's... Like, there were a bunch of really cool things back in the day.
What's the
Yeah, you used to
matter?
get, like, HeroClix
Got nothing to
minifigures
say
and stuff
anymore?
like that. And then they...
Stop
Then at
it,
some point
Chie.
they started
It's all right.
charging for all that stuff of like the HeroClix minifigures and not sending out as many
But
and everything else.
He's right.
Eh.
I went
The
through
only
the same
reason I
thing.
remember HeroClix is because there was this one video
So I can
on
understand.
MySpace video. Yeah, I remember
mean,
that.
Every
When
Oh yeah.
there are a bunch of these like dorks trying to look for the Marvel Zombies HeroClix. All they got
Yeah.
were a bunch of heroes
Kinda
they didn't
get it
care
now.
about.
Oh
You
yeah.
are me.
They
I
have
have
A side of me I,
I have
couldn't
a few
forgive.
HeroClix. I like
That I tried to ignore.
HeroClix a little bit.
But you still exist. You're a part
like they
of
got
me.
like entire cases worth of like HeroClix.
Oh man, that fucking serves you right if you do that shit.
They didn't get a single Marvel Zombies HeroClix. They got a bunch of Night Thrashers and Major Victories.
Oh man.
Chie has gained
I
the
feel sorry
persona
for him, but if
Tomoe.
you're doing that shit, you're a fucking douche.
Like the
But
guy
I
at the
wasn't
end-
lying
at the
about
end of
being
the video,
friends with
he had that
Yukiko.
one box left.
Like
and he
we
was
didn't know that
I thought it
already.
was gonna be Colonel America. It's not.
Hey,
it's Major
Gia!
Victory.
I'm okay. Just
He's
a little
like sounded like he
tired.
was about to
A
cry.
little tired, you say.
You don't look okay at all.
And then you had like
And I
the other
bet
guy
You can use the
acting
same
like a
power we
dumbass,
have
just
now.
Casually
Huh?
fighting one of the hero clicks off the stands and choose it.
Hey, what should we do?
Just to show how much money they wasted.
I agree.
Just to look for
We need to
one
let Gia
Marvel
rest.
Zombies hero clicks.
I never said I needed a break. I can
Gia,
still keep going.
Hey, when you
Speaking
were
of voice-
clear,
Lace.
Don't overdo it.
Speaking of wasting money, how many of you like the Atari Lynx?
No,
Nobody.
Yeah, well, apparently they're gonna be.
It's not that we don't think you
putting out a
can.
collection anyway.
It's
of
just we
6
have to
Atari
save
Lynx
Yukiko-san no
games,
matter what.
And it's gonna be coming to Switch. And that is
Now
of
that you have the
California
power, you
Games,
can fight with us.
Electro Cop,
It'd be
Blue
much better
Lightning,
for. That's
Gates
why we're
of
saying we should go back and
Zendokan,
regroup.
Todd's Adventure and Slime World, Zorlar Mercenary, and that's it.
Yeah.
But Yukiko's still in here,
I'm
isn't
gonna
she?
have to put down who the fuck asked for Sing Charge Rate, Alex.
Nobody.
Exactly. Well, I'm like, okay, I like. Well, no, that's a
If
lie.
those were Yukiko's true
Atari
feelings,
Lynx is a
then I
curious
have to
specimen
tell her
because
something.
Atari was
I'm
trying
not
to be
as
a
strong
competitor,
as she
and I could see
thinks.
how
It's because
how
she
someone
was
could have
with
been more
me.
enamored with that than opposed to the
Because
Game
we were
Gear or the
always
Game Boy.
together.
I mean, a
I
bigger
was able to act
screen,
that
it was
way.
lit up. You
If
could
we weren't,
literally like
I'd
you could literally turn it upside down and play left-handed if you wanted to. If you were a lefty.
Well, you need to get your strength back.
But
then
fuck,
you can
man,
tell her.
those things were huge. Portable.
Yuki-chan's normal. The shadows
Portable
don't
what?
attack
Portable
normal
brick?
people. They only attack when the fog lifts here.
No,
I'm up
wait.
the brick. I'm back.
So
What happened?
Yukiko-san will
I'm
be safe
brick.
until then, right?
They called the Game Boy a brick. Nah,
I'm
man,
positive.
the Atari Lynx was a cinder block.
why?
Game Boy was not a
I
brick.
don't get it.
They
Teddy
called it
told
the
us
brick
that the
for a
weather
reason,
here is
because
the
original
opposite of
Game
our
Boy
own
was
world.
big as fuck. The
When it
Atari
fogs
Lynx, on
over
the
in
other
our
hand,
world,
Oh, the original.
that's
Game
the day
Boy.
it lifts
yeah, I had
here.
Game Boy Advance,
And that-
not.
So even if we leave
No,
for a
God
while,
damn it, Link is
Yukiko-san
down.
won't be in danger until the fog starts to cover
the Atari
Inaba.
Lynx, on the other hand,
I'm
it
sure
doesn't
of it.
matter which
It
model
was the
you
same
pick,
way for
they're
that
big as
announcer in
fuck.
Senpai.
They're bigger than the Game Boy.
Don't you remember how it was
That's why I
foggy
call
in
them
town on the
cinder
days they died?
blocks.
You mean they were killed by their other
Speaking of
selves?
bricks, you can now
The
unbrick
fog usually
any
appears
Sony
after it
PSP.
rains. But it's been sunny lately. I don't think it's
That's
going to
good to
rain
hear.
anytime soon.
Yeah, someone apparently found out the.
Don't worry so much. We'll check the weather forecast first thing when we get back.
And basically, if you
But I
download it
can't
to your
turn back
PSP,
now.
then
We've come so far. Yukiko's still here.
Thank you.
She's
Well,
all
any
alone.
model, whether
She
it
must be so scared.
original, 3000.
Then you tell me how
Go,
much further we
Vita.
gotta go to reach
As long as they're
Yukiko-san.
bricked, it'll work on them and they'll unbrick them, no problem.
You don't know what's up ahead. The enemies might be even stronger. If we push ourselves too hard and get wiped
I
out,
think
who will
that's a
save
good
Yukiko-san
thing,
then?
because people have been
We can't
trying to-
fail no matter what. Am I wrong?
People have been hacking these things for like a
All
long
right.
while now. It's no surprise that a lot of them are going to be bricked for one reason or another. You know, adding
I'm
too many
sorry
things
about
into
before.
it, adding the wrong
I
thing
shouldn't
to
have
it.
rushed
You
in
know,
like that by
Ah!
myself.
Yeah. I hope more of these kind of programs
No worries.
pops
We're
up
definitely
for
gonna
other
save
things.
Yukiko-san,
You know, like the
right?
3DS. You know, the
Right.
360, PS3, because you know people have tried to mod those as well, and they went bricked. So who knows?
And more bricks than a blue-eyed
I'm
Zep.
feeling even worse than the last time I came in here.
A lost.
My head feels
A
like it's
lost
gonna
Persona
split
3
open.
feature phone game is
Are
heading
you
to
guys
Switch
okay?
and Steam in Japan.
Cool.
I
It's
do
just
like
in-
Persona 3.
Just in Japan.
It's
Wait,
called
is the Aegis spin-off?
It's called Persona 3 Aegis, the first mission.
Yeah,
and
That's
okay.
right,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not wearing the
Aegis
glasses.
spin-off sequel. Yeah, I know about that one. It's
It's
sort of like
called-
a prequel.
Oh yeah.
it's called.
What's with those glasses?
It's
Did your
called-
eyesight go bad?
Man, you didn't
It's
notice until
called
now?
Persona
panicked
3
were you?
Aegis, the first mission, and it was released
Tam-
back in
ta-dam!
2007.
I got a pair ready for
Yeah,
change,
it's like
Hunter.
Isaac's little prequel.
Here you go.
Yeah, it's like basically like Isaac's backstory.
Okay, moving on.
Whoa! What the? This is awesome!
Man, it just reminds me
It's
of
like
those
the phone
Valve
doesn't
mobile
exist!
games.
Legendary
Why didn't you
Ocean
whip
and
those out
US
earlier
gold
if you
artist
had them?
F. David Thorpe has sadly passed away at age 40.
I made them
at
right
age
now.
84.
You didn't tell me she was coming.
Oh,
it was
I-
all so sad and...
I was gonna
mean,
say,
sudden.
yeah, it's too young, but hey, at least he lived himself a nice long life.
Huh. So
84,
that's the trick.
man. I'm surprised.
I was
no one
wondering
really,
how you guys could
asked
see
him
where you
about
were
any of this.
going. Hey, is it alright if I keep these?
What's
Faux
funny is
show.
that
We'll have
an
to stop
outsider
here
looking
today.
in, these.
But I'll be back with these puppies. You guys better
these
not come
images
here
look
without
like
me.
shit,
Got it?
But
Yeah, let's all promise each other. Nobody goes
he
in alone.
obviously did
It's
what
way
he
too
could
dangerous.
with
If
the
we
tech
don't
he
work
was
together,
given.
we won't be able to
These are
solve
really
this
good
case or save
good
Yukiko-san.
pictures. Really good covers.
Yeah, I agree. I promise to.
84.
All right.
That's another game.
So from
legend
tomorrow on, we'll try and come here as much as we
that's
can after
passed
school.
away, sadly.
And that includes days off. Hey,
Here's
you mind
another
being our
passing,
leader?
though it's not of a person.
you were the first to get this power.
The processor
and you're way better in a
used
fight than either of
Pac-Man
us.
is being continued 48 years
I
after
think
it
it's
launched.
best for all of us if you set the pace of the investigation and we
And that
follow
would
your
be
lead.
the Zilog Z80
I'm cool playing second banana.
from 1976.
I had a feeling you'd say that. I mean, I'm more the advisor type, you know? An ideas
So
man.
the 8-bit
not an
microprocessor
executive.
is going
I'm
to
with
end
Yosuke.
after
If you're the one calling the
48
shots,
years,
I
ever
feel
since
a lot more
the first
comfortable about
Pac-Man
this.
game has made its debut.
I'm with
I
Yosuke
think
too.
that's
If
okay.
you're the one
So
calling the shots, my pillow will be a lot more comfortable
stopping
at night.
production of any kind of
Teddy,
product is
would
always
you
a bad,
please stop
bad
talking?
idea, but there's always
I'm
a
really
reason
on edge
behind
right
it.
now.
You know, lack of funds, lack of material, that kind of thing. How does anybody feel losing something like the processor that made Pac-Man what it was?
But not upset.
Yeah, I mean, like on the one hand, I can definitely see like, hey, you know, it's going out of
Okay.
production, but I'm surprised that
Let's get some rest for today
that
so
it's
we're ready for
still
tomorrow
in
on.
production, you know.
And don't forget to check the weather forecast. It gets foggy after a lot of rain, so let's keep an eye out. Also, let's make sure we gear up for next time.
So weird, man. I think that I feel like this is when I color me crazy. I feel like because of this, that officially means that there's no more retro arcades to be had.
Well,
Yeah.
thankfully, most of those have been completely archived, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
but come on, like how awesome
That's
would it
all
be
for
if
World
you
News
were
Tonight.
just were
Coming up
able
next,
to have an
the
arcade
local
cabinet,
news.
not a one-up, but like a legitimate original Pac-Man arcade cabinet. I'd be happy to have like I'd be happy to have a table, one of those tabletop ones. You know, the ones where it's like you sit down and like the screen at the bottom, like the cocktail tables. There you go. The cocktail cabinets. I thought those were
Mind
pretty
if
cool
I
too.
ask something?
Ugh.
You aren't getting involved with any strange
And who's to
business,
say, you know,
are you?
someone wants to fuck. Someone wants to make a I don't know, like say like their own arcade, you know, their own arcade game, and they want to make an official cabinet.
What happened at
I
the
mean,
station this
48
afternoon?
years. That means there's got to
Still
be like
bothering
millions
me.
of those things out right about now. But
I'd hope so.
yeah, but like, what happens after 48 more years? You know, how many more of them are there going to be around?
Is there?
Well, yeah, those things
Anything
do
you're
start
not telling
breaking
me?
down, unfortunately.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nope.
I see. Well, it's just
There
been
has to
nagging
be a
at
way
me,
back
that's all.
out of here, right? Oh yeah. Turns out, for some
What's
reason,
wrong?
and I don't know
Are you
why, but for
fighting?
some reason, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door on the Switch only runs at 30 FPS, when the original on the GameCube ran at 60.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's really weird.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. Like, fucking, that's another thing that happened, and that's been going on with a couple of Switch things,
No,
actually, like
not
MGS
having a
2 and
fight.
3, both of those run at 30 FPS on Switch, despite running, one runs at 60 on PS2, and the other one runs at 60 on the Xbox 360. Meanwhile, the other one of the Tales games, which was a port of the GameCube version, one of the
This isn't the
Tales
police
games runs at
station.
30 FPS on PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and Switch, and Xbox One, I believe.
Meanwhile,
But,
Benjamin, of course, has to keep adding me every single fucking time there is an update to this game. And he's like,
me too. About
He
the
said-
laser.
Yeah, but
I don't want to.
I honestly, it's
not
one of those.
talk about it.
It's one of those. I'm attempting to figure out how the fuck I get back to the save point here without just reloading the fucking game.
I agreed to look after you. So don't get yourself
I
involved
beat
in
you
anything that
up?
could get you into trouble.
We're talking
No, I
about
can't.
Akuma now. I need something positive.
Yeah, we can talk about Akuma.
Here's something positive. You remember that
Goddamn.
Japanese arcade that got burnt down? Well, apparently there's a possibility it might rise up again.
And now, our weather
Well, like the
forecast.
sun we were born
Due
to
to high
rise.
pressure fronts from the west, that
Run,
sunny
son.
spring-like weather will stay with us for a while longer.
Or
Is this
however
lady
that
the one who
Soundgarden
decides
from
the
the song
weather?
from Avengers goes.
It was actually thanks to a
when
crowdfunding
she
campaign
says
that the
it'll be
guy that
sunny,
lost his
it
arcade to
always
due to a
is.
fire might actually be able to build it
she's
again because
not
originally
really
it was supposed to
deciding
be
it.
for like, a few $1,000. Now he's got
Never mind.
back 65,000, and Japanese money that's 10 million yen. That's a lot. And for some reason, Japanese wrestler Asuka's involved.
Oh, nice. I
So,
like
yeah,
her.
Who doesn't? Yeah, let's hope this arcade comes back up, man, because goddamn, is it a shame that of all things to take it down, a fire, a random fire that no one even started. Allegedly.
Every time a fire ruined my favorite Japanese company, I have two next. There's been a lot of weird that happened twice.
And back to sad news. Little Big Planet 3 servers have been taken down offline indefinitely.
Rip.
So now, Little Big Planet 2, Little Big Planet 3.
I fell down the fucking.
Little Big-
I fell down this thing earlier. How do I fall?
Little Big Planet Kart Racer and Little Big Planet on Vita are all officially offline. So unless
Yeah. They took the
now-
servers off for maintenance for Little Big Planet 3, and then all of a sudden, turns out that
that was a lie.
well, they took it down, figured out that it was going to be more trouble than it was worth for them to get it back up, and so they just decided, fuck it.
Microsoft is keeping a ton of 360 game servers offline, and they're still like updating a lot of those games once they're used.
Yeah, thank fucking God.
Seriously, what the hell is this excuse?
I don't know, man.
Man, now people are going to be hacking their PlayStation 3s and Vitas.
I
I
can't
wonder how
fucking
Chia's
wait.
doing. Too
Like the
much stuff happened
PS3,
yesterday.
like I've been waiting for a solid PS3 mod for a long time. But
The P-
hey, I've got
There's already an emulator up there.
PCS. Yeah, I've got the emulator. So
Morning.
Buffer zone is done.
and look, Alex, I get it that, and
There we go.
and look,
honestly,
Alex,
to
I-
me, with the with the Paper
It's
Mario
kind of
situation,
Every
embarrassing,
single-
you
fucking
know?
30
You two were-
FPS shit
Don't sweat it.
look,
bothers
that's
me
the-
worse than anything else.
Alex, if that's the game's biggest issue, I think it'll be fine.
No.
The same
No,
think
no,
so?
really, because
I
What
said
was it
if
like?
that's the biggest issue.
Issue. If you
It
said
is
that's the
a big
biggest
issue. That
Huh?
doesn't mean it's gonna be
Uh,
fine.
yeah, that's a
Oh,
big
I
technical
nearly
issue.
forgot.
That's
None
a
of that
huge
happened when
technical
yours
issue.
awakened,
I don't
huh?
know why you think it's fine.
Yeah, because
Oh,
frankly,
I gotta- I don't
I'd
know.
say, hey, like
Whoa,
that
maybe
alone
you are
makes
my-
it
Give me a break.
makes me think, okay, I'm just gonna emulate the GameCube
Anyways,
version then,
I'm dead.
because it makes it not worth $60 to me, you know?
I'm already getting the game.
Hey,
Game
Well,
on
I'm
there
just
because
saying, it's
because
like, to me,
Yosuke's
it doesn't make it
really-
worth $60. So I'll just wind up getting the, using Dolphin and emulating it.
Yeah, they're fucking with dialogue, and they're censoring a lot of what was already in there at the beginning.
Because if you,
and now
because there are graphical improvements. Hang on, Gizmo. So I get what you're saying, because like on the one hand, and like the fact that you can play it on the Switch is
What?
great. And, like
Oh, right.
like
You'll
being
feel
able to
free
play it
call-
on the go, having it on that cartridge, because you don't have to worry about disc rot and shit like that. But on the other hand, and like worse performance in messing with the dialogue and fucking around and not actually giving the game the performance that it had on a far less powerful system. Like frankly, I'm just not impressed by that. Like you can, especially when you can emulate the game for free, and it performs better. It's like how like I emulated, Metal Gear Solid. Like I owned the PC version. I own the PS4.
So what you're
and
telling me, so what you're trying to
Switch
tell me
version.
is that I shouldn't be excited at all for this, and I should just cancel my pre-orders.
They'll take.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, because you can get a better experience for free.
Alex, I've already played the game on this.
I know, and that basically means that I'd recommend saving your money, wait for like a Black Friday sale, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'll just, when I get around to playing it, I'll just play the
I'm going to do whatever.
I'll just play the GameCube version on Dolphin.
I'm gonna wait for the game to actually come out, then I'll accept it.
And that's kind of what I'm doing with Stella Blade, I think it's called, the new PS5 game.
Because every time I have to hear
$70
this,
fucking bucks.
every time I have to hear this from Ben's mouth, I'm just like, is there any way I could tape his mouth shut? So that
I understand he's really persistent about it.
Yeah, he's
It's
really
just that-
persistent to the point where I just feel like banging my head repeatedly against a wall, all until the brain cells that
but-
acknowledge his existence are
Well,
gone.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's one of those situations
I
where
don't care.
Start caring.
Okay, I'm not sure what to say to you then, because
Because if I'm
like,
being
when you can get a better experience from an emulator
when I'm being
from the official product.
when I'm being constantly subjected to this nonsense for days on end, and which ends up irritating
you
me.
could-
Hey, Alex, this
Bro, either
Kevin.
ignore it or acknowledge the changes, man. You can't just be
Yeah,
like,
you could start caring.
He does acknowledge changes, he just doesn't care about the changes.
Yeah,
Not
that's
gonna
also
change
another
experience.
problem. Like, why would you not care? Okay,
Yeah.
they changed one bit of dialogue. Okay, but they're changing more, and they're changing more. They're changing more.
And the game,
Does it affect the
and when the
story,
game
though?
doesn't
Does it
perform,
And there's now less good performance on the game. It was 60 frames per second previously.
like we had.
On a GameCube, a fucking GameCube, it was 60 frames per second, and now it's rolled down to 30. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's an
Game's not even
RPG.
out.
Okay, it's an RPG. Okay, well, I guess I could just get the DLC. There won't be DLC of the old costume. Why? Also, we're gonna make Ken a transsexual. And show me a robot. Oh, so like part robot. No, just robot.
The dialogue is kind of a mixed bag because it's not exactly a complete wash in terms of them like relocalizing it or retrans.
Hey. Huh?
What's up?
Which is funny, because that's technically more offensive.
Yeah, people don't know that until people actually brought it up. Oh, now it's just crime art. Yeah, but you do realize what it means, right? No? It's worse.
Go to the Urban Dictionary, look it up.
Right?
Yeah.
Done. then.
Now, can we move on to something else?
Oh, we've already moved on.
Good.
We're already talking about something else.
Good, because I am currently not in the mood for this.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but you know what I'm not in the mood for? YouTube playing ads while I've got the video paused.
Block, so
Ow. But yeah, so YouTube, let me pull up the actual thing here so that I can see this.
Hey.
From Dexerto, YouTube might roll out ads while videos are paused after recent testing. YouTube started testing pause ads last year, as reported by Adweek. These ads will pop up as banners around the video and can be removed by hitting the dismiss button. Now, here's the thing. That's how it starts. That's how it always starts.
Right.
Remember banner ads on YouTube back in the day? Those are perfectly fine. But then they had fucking pop-up ads.
Yeah, fuck that noise. I don't know why YouTube keeps on doing this. Now it's to the point where they're actually putting fucking...
Unskippable 30-second ads.
Fuck that even more!
And sometimes there's 2 of them. And people keep wondering. People at YouTube keep wondering, hey, why are people using ad block on our website? We're gonna shut you down.
It's amazing how many people actually don't use ad blocker. I have to keep telling them or ask them, you don't use ad blocker?
Yeah. Well, the FBI had a whole thing on their website that is like, this is how you keep safe from online scams and malware and shit like this, is because you use ad blocker and you don't wind up having such big problems online. And that's partially because sponsored search results are such a big cause of bad
malware,
bad clicks and things like that. Yeah, malware. You know?
You know it's bad when the FBI has power and says you don't have to already agree how bad this is.
Yeah.
So fucking weird. Yeah, that's what I want to see when I come back from the test after pausing a 5-minute video, a fucking ad. You realize you're making people pay for ad blocker at this point. Willingly.
Ad blocker has essentially made the internet usable. That's one of the biggest problems with the internet right now. Is because because ad blocker was originally just a thing that people used because they wanted to get rid of little annoyances. And then ads kept, and it was kind of a niche-y thing. And then ads kept becoming a bigger and bigger part of the internet, taking up more and more space, more and more of everything that you saw was taken up by ads. And I didn't mind ads back in the day, you know? You could watch an ad and get some free shit in an online game. You could find out about new expansion packs for your favorite video game or your favorite card game through ads on places. But these days, they're just everywhere. YouTube froze. YouTube literally froze when I was trying to watch videos back in the day, and this was like 10 years ago, when I was trying to, just trying to watch a video, YouTube would freeze within the first 5 seconds because it'd play, like 10 seconds of the video, the ad would pop up, YouTube would freeze,
One important point
and
I
then
forgot to warn you about.
everything would go to hell. That's part of the reason Blip took off so much back in the day for Channel Awesome and people like that, because Blip was more reliable. Now, well...
But to proceed too hastily in that quest will mean facing one
got
battle after the next.
30-second ads, there's big old ad breaks that take up big chunks of the video. It used to be you'd have an ad at the beginning, a pop-up or something, and then, then everything would be good. And,
I'd rather
thank you, Rupert Murdoch.
I'd rather take the ad breaks, honestly, because some people are able to make it entertaining, like
Please
Doug
remember
Walker,
that.
like he's always doing
Well then,
something like
if you'll
original with
excuse
these
me.
ad breaks, like
Yeah.
Magic Spoon, where like a spoon is like haunting him and
Yeah,
shit
the
talking him.
sponsorships in videos are less annoying than the fucking ads.
That says something.
Because at least sometimes the sponsor breaks are entertaining, and two, at least I know they're still getting paid regardless of whether or not I skip the ad. You know.
Like it's because some of them also try to make it entertaining, like Doug Walker being like an example, like I said before, because like
Spons. Has anybody seen Kid Icarus's Spons?
Yeah, Kid Icarus is also funny. He's got this tight little motherfucker. Hello, I'm Spons. Just crashing through windows and shit. That one is funny. And I
hope Kid Icarus is doing all right, because he posted some weird shit on Twitter and then disappeared.
What? He deleted his Twitter?
No, he just hasn't posted anything lately.
He's probably busy with
Let's
the video.
see here. Kadik. Oh yeah, he is actually here working on some new videos.
Yeah, see?
And he's got a new video done as of a couple of days ago. He's just waiting on some sponsors.
Hello, I'm Spons. Come here, honey.
So, even though our friend is doomed to die after a while of raining, the Velvet Room attendant and Margaret tells us that we should totally join a sports club. Yeah, it's just Yukiko.
So,
who gives a shit?
Oh yeah, Mufasa the Lion King.
Nobody
details
cares.
Have been revealed about. Yeah, more details have been revealed about this pile of nonsense. Apparently, Mufasa is the adopted one.
What?
So apparently Mufasa essentially usurped the throne.
Oh, I hate that.
And you know what? Scar now becomes a little bit more justified by
Roxy.
by hindsight for this one.
Don't make him sympathetic.
Please don't.
This is just stupid.
Why are they making every
beat.
villain? Dude, not every villain needs to be sympathized with.
Have a reason for why.
Look how many villains they've done that with recently.
Daisuke
The
Nagase. Nice to meet
Vulture,
you.
Baron Zemo, the fucking
Brother the World.
They made the
Baron Zemo got fucked up in a couple of ways. Falcon and the Winter Soldier kind of fucked him up too.
right, but he still became a terrorist
So
at this
dear.
point. Like, how the fuck are we supposed to feel sorry for that?
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the God Killer who went around killing gods because.
Oh yeah, Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah, and who the? Why? Dude, I get it.
Yeah.
But like, dude, you're killing gods. That's like.
Well,
the
he also killed a big friendly dragon god. So he's not exactly what I call
but like
a good guy.
They're not the.
And they
By the
didn't
way,
the worst part was they didn't even explore that, but we kind of talked this to death in our Thor: Love and Blunder video we did.
By the way, guys, we ended up having to make friends with Ko Ichijo.
Oh no!
You know what he likes?
No.
Balls.
No.
He
React fast enough.
Balls.
No, Gizmo, you don't understand. He loves them balls. Dude, you gotta stop polishing those balls. Can't help it, man. These balls.
Balls. Balls of Steve.
Oh my god.
Steve. Balls of Steve.
I could be an asshole. I could have been an asshole and just left.
Balls.
Welcome home.
Okay, so one thing that like playthroughs And guys I've seen this game do is just like save scum to get stats, and I'm like,
I
don't need
totally understand that.
I don't need to do that since this is New Game Plus and all of my social stats are maxed out.
First time players.
Yeah. Now it's 420.
Yo!
We should
Speaking
keep.
of people who look
We gotta do Michelangelo, man. You gotta sound like Mikey, dude.
You gotta sound like Mikey, dude.
Nah, man, you gotta sound like baked Michelangelo.
Oh, dude, you gotta sound like big. Oh, speaking of turtles who are high as fuck, I saw a I was on my way home, and it started raining, and it was just pouring down, and this turtle was chilling in the middle of the road right outside my house. So I just stopped my car, put on my flashers, and got out. And I'm like looking at this guy, and he's just chilling. He's like, oh, dude, this is cool, man. And look at all this rain. And I picked him up and I moved him over into the front yard, and he didn't even really get back into his shell. Well, he just looked at me and was like, dude, you're harshing my vibe. Can you put me down? Like,
Perhaps
legit, this turtle did not give a shit. He was just like, oh man.
I'm a 50,050 years old. I don't give a fuck.
You know, it's not a teenager though. Duck Hunt, because it's now 40 years old.
Oh man, I played that game when I was a kid. Please don't make me feel old.
Came out in April 21st, 1984, and in the U.S. in 1985.
Oh, nice.
I never grew up with that one. So.
Keep in mind, this is the game that started the whole Zapper craze.
Yep.
And I still can't play it on my fucking HD TV.
Oh, they have a new one.
What do you mean?
Like, there is a new version of the NES Zapper that lets you,
Yeah.
that lets you play it on an LCD TV.
Yeah.
See.
You have to send me that link because I love
God
Zapper.
damn it!
No, thank you.
Yeah, but
You're gonna have to send me a link to that though, because I love Zapper games. I love Lightning games.
What were you saying, Sonic?
How do you feel about
Yeah,
original
send me that.
characters not being of Persona 4 Golden?
And now for another
She's
anniversary
painfully
update.
mid.
Another anniversary update.
Yeah.
Game Boy is officially 35 years old.
That turn.
Huh.
Well, would you like me to lie about how one of the most mid waifus in all of Persona history?
But the youth man.
Is he your mom? Ha ha ha! I'm funny.
Stacy's mom
Mid is still better.
got it going on.
Mid is still better than Yukiko.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
But is Stacy's mom also Jessica's girl? The world wishes to know.
Some smartass tried to. Some smartass tried to try to overanalyze this song in like a comedy, some sort of comedy special. Where it's like, dude, it's creepy. You're lusting after someone's mom. You want her to be with you, bro. Shut the fuck up.
I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside, I hope you feel it too. Oh, speaking of lust, I'm trying to find a segue here. Spider-Man 2 makes more money at the movie theaters in its re-release than Madam Web does.
Yeah, suck it.
Let's see.
Dude,
I
it
could
shows
say-
you something. It really tells you something when a lot of these older re-released and re-released and re-released movies are making more bank than a lot of these modern movies.
Yep.
And what's funny is that that's not the only Spider-Man movie that's coming out. And that's not only that's not
Spider-Man 3's coming soon too.
Yeah, and that's not the only movie period that's going to be re-released too. Blazing Saddles is going to be coming out.
Oh yeah, well the
Transformers
Spider-Man films are all being re-released as part of the 100th anniversary of Sony Pictures.
Yeah, fuck you, Sony. You killed Duncan.
And they're but they are putting out the Amazing so Spider-Man 3 is still yet to come out. I believe that's coming this week sometime. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 will be a little while after that. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be a little while after that. And then they'll be doing another re-release for Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. And I have a feeling No Way Home is going to be the biggest grossing out of the entire MCU Spider-Man, and for lack of a better word, trilogy.
Yeah, didn't that movie come out like a few years ago or something?
Yep.
Than that? It's not really a retro-ish movie yet, isn't it?
No, but they are capitalizing on the fact that Spider-Man is literally the only profitable property they have other than Ghostbusters, so...
If they treat it right.
Yes.
Fucking late.
That big robot.
Oh, ignore the comments. Yeah, fuck you. We know that that's a reference too.
Yeah.
Oh, and fuck you, David Jaffe, thinking that it was an actual good movie. You got no taste. Maybe that's
Anybody?
why.
Anybody
that's
who gets
why-
lost.
Maybe
Anybody
that's
who
why-
I
gets
believe Movie Bob thought it was a good movie.
anybody who gets lost in that one room in Metroid Dread, it has zero taste whatsoever.
Oh fuck, man! I could not stand his ignorant ass. Like, oh, how are you supposed to know that?
Oh.
Bitch, you make games.
He should know. That's yeah.
It's called Trial and Error.
It's called looking for clues. You know how
So-
every time you play a video game, the only way you know something is interactable is if it's a slightly lighter or darker tinge than the others. Like
David Jaffe is why yellow paint exists.
yeah, well, definitely.
So in case you're wondering,
Him and Dean Takahashi.
so in case you guys would probably be wondering, why am I not reading any of the other books I purchased? Well, that's because I don't have to.
You don't read.
No. What I mean is that I legitimately, since I'm already legitimately maxed out on all of my social stats, I don't have to read anything except for the ones that give me actual enhancements necessary for side quests.
Yo!
Yes, Akuma's in Street Fighter 6.
Okay, the next one. No, I'm kidding. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Oh my god, he's so buff.
If the man couldn't get more swole.
Like, the man is like a different Foxy now.
I like that design. Yeah,
I love it.
Very demonic. I like that.
Like his facial demonic. That's the Raging Demon. Oh god, the Raging Demon. Oh man.
Keep it in your pants.
So I've been waiting for this for a year. I have been waiting. I'm not kidding me. I've been waiting for this for a year now. I'm so happy. I gotta wait until it comes out. Oh. It looks so good.
I just want my boy Cody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I guess Filthy Gear Slayer.
Oh yeah, apparently James Gunn posted a deep faked rotoscoped video of him
No, he reposted that because somebody else had already made it that, and it was an AI generated one. And sadly, and keep in mind, James Gunn is supposedly against AI.
I was gonna say, isn't that something they went on strike for. Or I understand that this is, you know, kind of different because it's, you know, it's for the memes, but
I guess if it's a meme that
tilting
makes
my head.
I guess if it's a meme that makes James Gunn look good, then he'll accept it no matter no matter if it's made with AI.
Try to relax your anus.
Apparently, some of Harvey Weinstein's rape charges are being overturned.
Huh.
Due to essentially, the prosecutor essentially tainted the jury by bringing in a bunch of testimony that had nothing to do with the actual charges at hand.
Of course they would.
Yeah, it's the same shit they did with Michael Jackson, which is why, where they tried to, well, yeah, I was gonna say, it's like Michael actually was innocent, and Harvey Weinstein is on fucking tape admitting to this shit, so...
Jerry Seinfeld actually did bring up a good point. Oh, come watch me shower. What's sexy about that? You're watching the guy shower.
Yeah.
You're being watched by a girl seeing you take a shower. What's sexy about that? Like, it's one thing if
Oh my god! Oh my god, I actually beat him, didn't I? Did I? Yes, I did. There we go. Sorry, go ahead.
Like, it's one thing if, move on.
Oh yeah, apparently, the new Adeptus Custodes Codex from Warhammer 40k by Games Workshop introduces and then de-introduces a bunch of female custodes. So, I just have a question. If you want, because this is all in service of the, the female Space Marines, question that's been hovering over, Games Workshop for years now, where people have been demanding, female Space Marines, completely forgetting that the Sisters of Battle and the Sisters of Silence exist. I'm not even that familiar with Warhammer, and I know that. But they introduced some female Adeptus Custodes, and then from what I know, immediately killed them off. So that's fun. That's amazing, guys. You got what you wanted. You got.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? And are these going to show up in Henry Cavill's Warhammer TV show that he's working on for Amazon? Spoiler warning, probably not, because Henry is a lore purist and will probably only be introducing stuff from the actual whole series that matters. But my biggest experience with the Warhammer franchise has been if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device and if the Emperor had a podcast, which are some of my favorite pieces. Yeah, some of my favorite pieces of internet media. Very informative about the franchise. And Games Workshop can suck a big fat one for shutting down all those fan projects back in the day.
You are a heretic.
They can suck a dick right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist the, you are a heretic.
Broken Blade, Masamune, leave the mountains.
Yo!
Procure a silver stud and a silver earring. Raise HP, halves MP usage.
By the way,
okay.
You know what's
So now I need to go back to the waterfall.
You know, since earlier we were talking about re-releases on Switch, there was also the port of Luigi's Mansion 2 that's coming out on Switch.
Oh yeah. See, the thing is, that's a port of a 3DS game. I don't think they're going to be able to fuck that up.
I hey, if anything, they could probably incorporate physics from Luigi's Mansion and 3 in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, like I'll jump to get that one thing because that's actually, like I have a friend I don't know if he's still around online anymore, but I had a friend back in the day who was obsessed with Luigi's Mansion, like it was his favorite GameCube game, and like he bought the fucking Japanese version of Luigi's Mansion 2 so that he could play it ahead of time. I'm like dude was fucking all in on that shit. And like he was so psyched when he heard about Luigi's Mansion 2 and Luigi's Mansion 3, and just waiting. There we go. Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3, and yeah. So I like this is kind of cool. I have a funny Luigi's Mansion story. Aside from that, I picked up a copy of Luigi's Mansion at the local Goodwill for 50 cents.
The original GameCube version.
The original GameCube version, yes.
And look, I will agree that the 3DS version of that game was royally botched up.
Oh yeah, that's one of those cases where you know, they made some unfortunate compromises in the process of creating it. Because like Snake Eater 3D has some really nice upgraded controls in some way.
Want to know the weird thing about MGS?
Oh my god.
S3DS.
What I found.
So
spoiled Captain America 4.
Okay, I'm pulling this up here. This looks like some fucking like legitimately, this looks like some fucking bootleg ass shit. Like that's the Vulture. You can't lie to me. That's the fucking Vulture. So I'm just gonna pull this up here. There we go. Look at this, everybody. Captain America: Brave New World coming soon. And here we have Captain Falcon over here with a suit that's somehow worse looking than the one from Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I will not stop calling it that. And then here we have knockoff Vulture? Question mark. Does Sam Wilson really need a knockoff version of himself to be his sidekick?
Apparently.
And then he's got like a really lame version. Like, he looks like U.S. Agent. And you know, I liked John Walker, but I have a feeling that they weren't really intending for us to.
A lot of people hated John Walker, supposedly, and I'm like, I don't get the hate.
Right, John Walker. They hated John Walker for flying off the deep end and for a terrorist killing his best friend. Now, I don't know if you've met a little guy from Brooklyn named Captain Stephen G. Rogers, but he basically overthrew an entire government when his best friend and quote-unquote died. And then, when he found out that a different group had enslaved his the same group but different, had enslaved his best friend, and was planning on killing a bunch more of his buddies. Oh well, he dropped 3 helicarriers on the fucking Triskelion.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers didn't fuck around. He was your icon. He was the man you built a franchise around.
No. Oh, Steve Rogers. No. Alex. Steve Rogers was the kind of guy whom you would find out very quickly from if you fucked around.
Yeah. And they give John Walker shit for taking up the mantle like that. And then interesting. And then you go down another another path here, and it turns out that apparently, you know, it's all right for Rogue to murk a guy for similar matters. And are you okay, Gizmo?
I mean, to be fair, he wanted to die.
Hello.
Oh yeah, we can hear you. I'm just asking if you're okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're-
I mean, to be fair for Rogue,
Oh.
he
Yeah.
wanted to die.
No. I'm
Guys.
not saying Gizmo. Can
Oh
you
yeah,
not
right.
hear us?
Spoilers, right.
There you go. I can hear you
Gizmo.
now.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah, no,
before
I'm
you,
not saying
Alex,
it was a
before
bad
you-
decision. I'm just saying.
Alex,
It was
before
the
you go
same.
on, I need to tell you something. We're about to help this little girl overcome her self-esteem issues.
Are we going to destroy the concept of self-esteem once and for all? If nobody has self-esteem, nobody has self-esteem issues.
No.
Darn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. Hey, young Kohai, I will be your senpai.
I don't like pie.
What?
What?
Anyways,
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
Apparently, what am I thinking of? Something is going into reshoots. I just saw. Deadpool and Wolverine is going into a certain amount of reshoots. Although, these days you're never really sure if reshoots means actual reshoots, like they've changed the script, or if reshoots means like just additional photography. Because right now it could just mean additional photography. Because you know, you gotta remember, Deadpool 3 was shot in the middle of the pandemic. And, well, not the pandemic, the fucking writer's strike. God damn it. You know? There's too much bullshit. Kevin, there's too much bullshit. I need help. I need help shoveling all of the bullshit.
Sorry, I had to mute quite a bit of the bullshit earlier.
But he.
No, I'm talking about, I'm talking about, yeah, so, oh yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine is apparently going into some additional photography, but there's no word on whether that's like reshoots of them changing the script, or if that's like they've changed the script and they're attempting to like change the story, or if it's just additional photography to make up for shit they couldn't do during the strike. You know? So, there may be cause to worry. There may also not be cause to worry. Frankly, Ryan Reynolds is a good enough producer and has a deft enough hand on the wheel for these things that I'm not too concerned. But if Deadpool 3 doesn't do good, the MCU is fucked.
Yeah.
I get
Which
the feeling
like
that-
that'll be like the most meteoric fall from grace imaginable,
it's
well,
kinda
because
like
the
what
MCU was
Deadpool
on
said.
top of the.
And it's like what Deadpool said, he's Marvel Jesus, and if he doesn't fix the series, then nobody.
Yep.
Don't worry, Chie. We're going to save Worst Girl.
What's her face? So I guess.
So,
talking about fighting games.
I have an open poll of the supervillains that you can think of. Who is gayer for their arch nemesis?
Okay.
First class.
Like, we're talking about same-sex supervillain and superhero arch nemesis here.
Wow.
And yes, Spider-Man and Superman both technically have multiple arch nemesis, so you can just pick one. Batman kind of has multiple as well, so you know.
But
just
nobody
pick
is
one.
gay. But nobody is gayer for Batman than the Joker.
Yeah, that's fair. Gizmo, who do you vote as the gayest, as the supervillain who's gayest for his arch nemesis, or their arch nemesis? Because you could also pick female arch nemesis, female on female arch nemesis. Gizmo?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, who do you pick?
Huh.
Like, who's gayer for their arch nemesis in terms of comic book supervillains? Do you want me to give you some suggestions? So I'm taking this from a Twitter post from somebody named @YakHan on Twitter. And the first one up is Two-Face.
Done with Harvey and Scary Face.
So is, and next up would be Tigress.
Which one?
Two-Face from Batman, and actually no, this is Cheetah. So Cheetah. And next up is Sinestro.
How is Sinestro
Whoa.
gay for either Hal or Jon Stewart?
That's a perfectly valid question, and Sinestro is. You know, I can say that I think that Sinestro would essentially like fuck anybody to get ahead, but I don't. He's a bit too crafty and cunning to wanna bang either of his arch nemesis.
Going back on fighting game. How do y'all feel about that? I don't know. How do y'all feel about
How do I feel about fighting games?
Hunter x Hunter, that Hunter x Hunter fighting game?
It looks like shit.
I
And
have not seen the Hunter
and guess-
Hunter fighting game.
And guess what?
Don't really care.
guess what? MHA1's Justice still looks way better. Hell,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
And guess what? Dragon Ball FighterZ has yet to be dethroned
Oh, yeah.
from best 3-on-3 fighter, or in anime.
Hmm.
Yeah, you look rough.
On the
why I
one
said
hand, I
in-
lose 2 attack and 2 strength,
On the other hand,
but I
monkeys-
also
Welcome.
get an additional 70-something HP from this.
Honestly, I'm worried because we might get a Marvel's 2 fitted situation. Because, I mean, yeah. How in the gameplay kind of looks a bit lacking. Make sure.
Alright. Alright, so now on April 27th, we go into town and we gather supplies. We ready ourselves to save worst girl in all of Persona 4.
Apparently, Jerry Seinfeld has gotten on the extreme left's nerves recently, for his statements about woke comedy. But you know, what he's said about it recently is no less true than what he's said about it before. And now people are saying. So the full quote is, "It used to be." You would go home at the end of the day, most people would go, oh, Cheers is on, oh, MASH is on, oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on, All in the Family is on. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people. Comedy fans are now going to see stand-up comics because we are not policed by anyone. The audience polices us, we know when we're off track, we know instantly, and we adjust to it instantly. But when you write a script and it goes on into 4 or 5 different hands, committees, groups, here's our thought about this joke, well, there's the end of your comedy. And he's right. Like, there's a lot of shitty sitcoms out there, I like to call them shitcoms, where the jokes just aren't funny because they're not trying to offend anybody, and then they wind up offending people anyways.
Funny.
Yeah. And, let's see here. So we gotta go back and talk to Froggy. Froggy?
Alright, hey ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the castle and save Yukiko after spending enough time
All right, we're all
In,
here.
social
okay, we gotta go
linking.
to Tata's house.
Yeah.
And, people are saying, oh, Tata's house, there we go. And, somebody on Twitter here says, At Nordinary Cowboy says, complaining about left-leaning TV comedy and then naming MASH and the Mary Tyler Moore Show and All in the Family examples of the good old days without a hint of self-awareness or irony. It either has to be a bit or he's never watched any of those shows. So here's the thing. And then Ken Scott at Foomper in the comments says, yeah, I didn't get that either. Those shows offended no one, but even if they were edgy, why do so many people think it wouldn't be done today? We live in the era of no rules anymore. 2.5 Men routinely talked about anal sex. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this down briefly. So he's saying that they're funny and that they wouldn't get made today because people are talking about, people are sawing off, sanding down on all of the, people are sanding down on all of the hard edges that might offend people and might rile up an internet mob, and sending things, like, for fuck's sake, have you ever watched MASH? MASH had a bunch of off-color for humor, or people, like, there were a lot of jokes made at the expense of all kinds of people, and I mean, fuck, I don't want to know who'd get offended by calling Frank Burns fucking ferret face, Like, the fact, some of the punchlines were that the racism was bad, but people get offended by that shit these days, too. Like, come on, man. And people can get offended at the weirdest possible shit. And it's like the punchline can be racism bad, and people still get offended by it. And I don't get that. Like, one of the things that... so, there's a... Okay, so Major Charles Emerson... Charles Emerson Winchester III, I believe. Fantastic character. Played by, God, I can't remember his name. Charles Emerson Winchester. I'm just gonna look at the name real quick. David Ogden Stiers. Played by David Ogden Stiers. Absolutely fantastic actor. And, Melchior. One of the jokes that he made was...
I smell one enemy! You can do it!
That, his sister was engaged... I believe his sister was engaged to an Italian man. And he made a big... He went on this big tirade about how bad Italians are. And then he said the only thing that could be worse is if she married an Irishman. And, then that's funny. My family's Irish. My family's a fucking mess, because, because this is America, and everybody's got ancestors from all over the place.
I've
got Native American.
I've also got some Slav. I'm Slav.
Yeah.
Hang on my side.
Yeah, I've got...
I think it's probably from my mom's side.
Yeah. I've got Native American, I've got Irish, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff in my background. But I find that funny. And people bitch about how, racial humor all the time. People try to cancel Dave Chappelle for racial humor. Or some of the the blind guy, the blind racist man. Hey, anybody remember that guy?
I smell 2 enemies. Beat them up.
So essentially, if you try to get on the blind racist guy, you come off as a bad guy because you're beating up a blind guy.
Yeah, because the character was a white supremacist.
Yeah.
But he was also blind and black, and that was the joke. And people got on Dave Chappelle. People get on Dave Chappelle for all kinds of shit these days. And people got all over Dave Chappelle's ass for that, and still do every now and again.
And
but hell, people got on Robert Downey Jr. for for Tropic Thunder, or that comes back every now and again. And in the whole...
It was fucking joke! That was the joke in the movie!
That was the whole joke!
No one
The
stands
joke
in
was
Sensei's
that it
way.
was very stupid.
Yeah, even
Look
the
at the
movie
lengths,
in you.
look at the lengths these pretentious actors will go to for their craft, you know?
Oh my
And
god.
that kind of shit. And you know, just that's the whole thing. That's what Seinfeld's talking about.
I'd be like, uh-oh, retard alert, retard alert.
And to simultaneously get on Jerry Seinfeld for saying that, you know, these days you couldn't make something as funny as like All in the Family. Okay, the thing is, you really couldn't make something like All in the Family these days, because
Yukiko?
because even though Archie Bunker was the brunt of, you know, took the brunt of some of the humor.
Are you all right?
The fact of the matter was that he was also, you know, he was also kind of a grounding force, and people liked him. Like the whole
guests. I wonder how they'll play into
the
all
whole
this.
this thing is actually making funny. The
Things
whole
are
this thing is actually making fun of you
Okie dokie. I'm going back to hunt
thing.
for my Prince
Like
Charming.
people kind of
Where
gotta
could he be?
stop saying
This place
shit
is
like that.
huge. It's so exciting.
Because
but it makes it so
ultimately,
hard
at
to
the end
find-
of the day,
Oh, maybe he's playing hide
people
and seek
wind
in the
up-
fog. Ready or not?
people
here
wind
I
up
come.
adopting
Let's
some of
go
this stuff
further in
because
then.
of, you know, because they see themselves in these characters, and it doesn't matter if it's supposed to be
What the hell is
taking
this?
the piss out of them or not. Let's see,
You're
I gotta go
not
to the year
Yukiko.
1000
No!
and find
Don't
myself
tell me.
Melchior.
Where's the real Yukiko?
Where's the
These
real
voices.
Yukiko? Oh, the real Yukiko.
The
Will the real
shadows are getting
Yukiko please
agitated.
stand up? Please stand up.
Well, I'm off again.
I gotta go back to Truce Canyon.
You better be waiting with bells on, my
And
dear prince.
I remember somebody, I think it was Sam Cedar, saying,
That
boo-hoo,
clearly
Jerry
wasn't the real
Seinfeld never
Yukiko.
told an interesting joke in his
think
life.
it was.
And then for people to go
So
on
it's-
to say, hey, like,
I
oh,
don't
this
think
stuff
she was
wasn't edgy,
the-
this stuff was super safe, you know?
Yukiko!
And this is,
Hey!
okay, not one of those can be true,
Not both.
but part of the thing is, the reason why stuff like Mary Tyler Moore, stuff like All in the Family, etc., was able to be as successful as it was because it was pushing boundaries, because it was not afraid to push the envelope. And if, you know, these days there's a lot of shows out there that are really afraid to push the envelope, really afraid to push any buttons because they think that they're, you know, that they're going to be canceled for doing something like that. And unfortunately, some of the
Two enemies. He's caught you off
unfortunately, they are
guard.
somewhat correct about that. And part of the problem is that a lot of people are standing up to cancel mobs and cancel culture and things like that. But another thing is that unfortunately the cancel
Let me
mobs
handle that.
have
Watch me.
the reins of certain things.
It's
You
down.
know,
Of course they do.
Ready or not, here
And-
we come!
you know, people involved are like executives are terrified of having bad they're unfortunately having
Just
bad
one
publicity.
enemy left.
Terrified of having bad publicity.
Persona!
It's down.
Now,
All right.
ready or not, here we come!
Now,
Ow.
let's see here. Dina.
I think it's about time that
Yeah.
we. I think it's about. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
You're excused.
Are you excused?
The real Slim Shady, please stand up.
Two
No. Oh,
You
I
hit
think
its
it's about time we
weakness.
head over to the
Let's go,
comic
Kay.
book universe.
Ready
Battle
or not,
database. The magnetic character database. We look at creatures, characters, villains, heroes, anti-heroes, and so on and so forth. And first one to come up, and during a tournament, no less. Let's see.
Why is your name engraved on the Masamune? Are you perhaps older than you look, or are you perhaps a time traveler?
All right, from bottom to top, Jackson Storm from Cars on the Road.
What?
The car show.
Oh.
Abigail from Abigail. Cooper
one
Howard
stands in
is Jewel
Sensei's
from
way.
the Fallout TV show.
Okay.
Supreme
Here goes.
Longer ago than you can imagine.
Just one enemy
Supreme
left.
from Maximum Supreme.
Time to get back
It's
to the past, Samurai Jack.
Ed from Street Fighter 5. Mama Odie from Princess and the Frog.
Okay.
Odd one. Pickle from Baki the Grappler.
Oh, Pickle.
Bug Pit from King Kong 2005.
Huh.
The Vindicator from Marvel Comics. Amelia Vaught from Marvel Comics.
Bought from Marvel Comics.
There's only one
Yeah,
enemy.
not that
Go
bot.
for a first strike.
Waldstein from 190 Birth.
It's
Waldstein
down.
is a really big motherfucker.
Matera from versus Rising.
One enemy. Fight.
That's my true
And
strength.
lastly, Mutagen Man from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, vote.
I smell
Fuck it,
one
I don't
enemy.
know.
They were
Oh,
done.
geez. Her name is
It's
Mistress
Let's
from,
go, partner.
Okay. Out of our way.
the X-Men.
I'll be right back.
For the record, Alex, though I do feel bad for leaving you guys briefly, I was not all that had an interest in continuing a conversation that wasn't going to go anywhere on my end.
I can kind of understand that. Now I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going.
For some people, in case you're wondering why I bought a whole bunch of
Hecarim Cave.
ball lightnings.
I smell 3 enemies.
Things-
Don't get
Welcome to the
careless.
Hecarim Cave.
There's a chance I can encounter a rare enemy. And
Go, Sensei. You knocked
Yeah.
it down.
that 55. Fuck.
It got back up. Hurry and beat it.
The fucking bird.
3 enemies left.
Someone finish it off!
Go, Sensei. You knocked it down. No one stands in Sensei's way. It's down. Okay.
Come on. Should be. There we go.
Yep, there you go. Okay, I'm good now. Former Wikipedia CEO calls truth a distraction.
Truth Social?
No, the truth.
Oh god, I hear change.
Okay, hang on.
The moment I hear chains rattling, I'm like,
Wikipedia
yeah, that's a
CEO.
lot of nope.
I
I can't relax my.
You can do
I
it.
cannot relax my anus until I
Someone else's
have
turn.
the persona that gives me a Hasokobe,
Just one enemy left.
or rather, I will be fighting the Reaper, but much later down the line. Because let me explain to you guys how the Reaper works.
No.
In the original Persona 4 release, the Reaper would only be a New Game Plus enemy. However, in Persona 4 Golden, the developers decided, you know what, let's make him a regular enemy that you can fight in the game. Because as the developers over at Atlas are full of infinite levels of wisdom, as his Persona 3 Reload of development will show you.
Now's our chance. Good answer. Out of our way.
You have. Here's the thing. After you open about 20 treasure chests in the dungeon and that you are in, the Reaper will appear in a random chest as that you can open. And the only way to reset this is if you have. Is if you get the. If you go find in another chest. That's what the Reaper isn't in. Because if you get that message that I just got where you feel a powerful, intense force inside of the treasure chest, that is the clear sign that you're going to be fighting the Reaper. And the Reaper is a whole load of bullshit that you do not want to deal with.
We're outnumbered, even though we beat them handily in the last fight.
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
Oh my god, it's...
It got back up! Hurry and beat it!
It's
3 enemies left!
blonde muscle mommy.
Chie-chan is swatting them left and right!
Let's do this.
Okay, so I guess we're not.
Yosuke's on
Oh,
the
I mean, that's just self-evident and fucking retarded. Does she have an explanation as to why?
Let's see right here. She says that perhaps for our most tricky disagreements, seeking the truth and seeking to convince others of the truth might not be the right place to start. In fact, our reverence for the truth might be a distraction that's getting in the way of finding common ground and getting things done. She's talking about that, about Wikipedia. Don't you want to know the truth instead of just a disagreement?
That's fucking stupid.
You know, the funny thing, you mentioned the truth, and the funny thing is, that is part of the game that I'm playing theme.
You know, I'm call me crazy, I'm a little bit partial to the truth. I also happen to be a big fan of justice and the American way, but, you know, that's beside the point at the moment.
But you can't say that nowadays. That's what Americans would be American.
It's not strong! 2 enemies! Charge through
I
them!
don't get it.
It's not going down.
If someone says I fucked your mom, you want to know if that's true or not. You want to know if he forced himself on her. You want to know if it was consensual. You want to know if it's been happening for a while. You want to know if
You want to know if he's just flat out fucking lying.
Yeah, you want to know if he's lying. You want to know if he's joking. You want to know how much of it was a joke. That kind of shit. You don't want to be like, fuck your mom. Okay, I disagree. No, there is no agree or disagree. It's either he's telling the truth or he's not.
It's dead!
Now
Okay.
Like, who the hell?
Well, thankfully she is the former CEO of Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's the fact that it doesn't mean the fact that she was part of Wikipedia to begin with.
No, yeah, no, I got you.
Oh, speaking of stupid shit, Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, they essentially decided to make the entire avatar system worse.
Another level
They made
for
gender
me.
unique.
Yeah.
Because of course they did.
I don't play Pokemon Go anymore. Well, I've never played Pokemon Go, but you know.
I've always played Pokemon Go. It was always a good game. But here's the thing, though. Why do they need to fuck up? Why do they have the need to fuck up something that was never broken to begin with?
Gizmo, you should know by now the answer to the question. The answer is obvious.
I smell
As these
this
people,
enemy.
the thing.
Because they're fucking stupid.
Yep.
Well, you know what's funny? You can actually look up the first movie in the card. You're not gonna
It's not going down.
SJW?
Yeah, complete SJW look. The big glasses, the nose ring, the colored hair, the half-shaved head.
Wish I could say I was surprised.
Moving on. Transformers 1, the trailer, for the trailer for Transformers 1.
And
Someone else's turn.
I genuinely hate it.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, they somehow managed to make Michael Bay's Transformers look good. Except for maybe 4 and 5.
Which one?
Like making Transformers 2 look good, that is still also up in the air. So maybe only
It's like a buddy cop show or a buddy cop movie with Optimus and Megatron, which sounds like a great idea, but the movie looks like garbage.
Here's the thing, though. Origin of Megatron.
It's down.
Yeah,
Good
No. I understand that.
What I have a problem with is that they are treating this like, how do I put it?
They're treating it like it's an MCU movie.
Okay, I got it.
Movie.
Bruh, you know how Xavier and Magneto they have a complicated relationship. They're friends, yet they have to constantly fight each other over like an ideal they agree with, but not in the execution. That kind of thing. I feel like they're going for that route, except just cut the whole thing in half. Like, okay, they just
There are two enemies
fighting
hanging.
each other. They only
This
heard
one.
that part. Oh, okay, so they're
Let's do this. Persona.
No.
Good
but
one,
just
Yosuke.
saying, they have
You hit its
conflicting
weakness.
ideals. Oh yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, they're buddies.
Some
Can't always agree
thick
with
skin.
Two
everything.
enemies
No,
left.
they're not buddies. No, you don't
This is
understand.
not Tango and Cash.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it's.
Hurry and beat
I
it.
feel like that's how the conversation went. So that's what he when he heard that. Optimus and Megatron was always.
That's it, Yosuke. One enemy down.
Yada yada yada. Like, oh,
Someone else's turn.
I mean, my
I get it. No, you don't. So they were there. Oh, that's happening. That's all I feel like the conversation happened when making this movie. He only got half of it right. The rest of it, it's like he's throwing shit together. This feels like another movie entirely. This feels like, I don't know, Lethal Weapon the Enemy.
Great, Sensei. Go for broke.
CG movie.
Man, okay, hang on.
Chie-chan, don't go.
So Lethal Weapon Lethal Weapon had a TV show.
No, we don't speak of that. Fuck that. Fuck that noise.
It's really bad.
Hey, Copy got done. My life insurance Murtaugh.
It's
You can go
down.
fuck yourself, CW.
Good answer.
Fucking
Ready or not,
Here we come.
the fucking facial hair on that guy.
Dude, his voice, his look, man, it's not Murtaugh, especially his voice. You know,
Cable's doing something.
Fucking rigs. And they fucked up both
get
of
on the
them.
ground. Get on the ground. I'm telling you, get on the ground. All I hear is Major Pain. All I hear is Major Pain. And here is the face. Dude, they got Optimus crying down, kind of. Like, no, Batman, no. I get Optimus Prime might have been something like this.
Just one enemy left! Let's do this! Persona! It's not going down.
We only know him as yesterday.
Yeah, we have seen younger Optimus is in like
Orion.
before he was Optimus.
It's not going down.
Younger-ish, but never younger. Not like this. We never seen him young like this. It's almost like his early college years or late high school. He's like laid back, like Chris Hemsworth actually pulls off.
Yeah, credit where it's due. He's not doing that bad of a voice. I wouldn't have thought.
But Megan,
I wouldn't have.
He's acting like a bratty ex-girlfriend.
He's got a giant stick up his ass.
No, but that's the thing. Megatron does it. He enjoys everything he's done. From like, but here it looks.
Look, here's my problem with it.
There's one enemy!
I don't
Smash
mind.
It.
Here goes. Damn, it's not going down.
The thing is,
Persona!
though, it's gonna keep that.
The funny thing
You
is,
hit its
Brian
weakness.
Tyree Henry playing him, and I wouldn't have thought twice about him playing him because he's got a good voice.
I don't mind the actors. I don't mind the
One enemy!
That's
Fight!
the
Fight!
concept of
Fight!
it makes it like a comedy buddy cop thing. So like Optimus and Megatron.
That Acetron.
Yeah, that. Like, this is like supposed to be like, you know, like a freak, it's like the war of Cybertron and how the Decepticons and Autobots became who they are and so on and so forth. And they're gonna make a joke out of it? That's just odd.
No, I don't see it as odd. The thing is, if it was any other Decepticon or Autobot, it makes no sense. Like Optimus and Bumblebee, or Optimus and Starscream. Like, because you know Starscream.
That would be, that'd be great. Because if Optimus and Starscream had to team up, Optimus would be like the disappointed father figure to
or like the sort of brother that.
I smell one enemy! You can do it!
Starscream in it. It's like Starscream, him is like the loose cannon, who's always flying off the handle. Well, and Optimus has to like pull him back down to earth, no pun intended.
They didn't have
yeah.
Yeah, these designs are just outright truck, race car, and pickup and tank. If they do, no, they didn't have these.
Like, let me think about
Like
better
they had a tank form, they had an A-car form, but not like that.
Like, here's the thing. Let me think of like a better example. X-Men vs. Flash. Like, you know, we all remember X-Men vs. Flash.
Yeah, that was actually a good one. Why couldn't they just make a an X-Men First Class variant of this?
Yeah.
But no,
Because
everything.
then they'd be used of ripping off X-Men First Class, and
But the thing is that they would actually be somewhat justified in that.
Good answer.
But no.
copy well, change what you need to. Make more good things. Don't just try to make things that are original.
I haven't finished. Okay, here's the thing. I'm talking about the tone. Like the tone is like X-Men vs. Flash. Sure, yeah, you can have some jokes in a way, because remember, we all remember that one joke with Wolverine. But like, you can have, but like, take it a little seriously, you know? Like, this is like all good jokes, all quick.
Yeah, and it feels
It's
like.
our turn first! There's 3 enemies!
That's the kind of tone I want. You know, I'm
You
talking
hit
about
its
tone.
weakness! Smart move, Sensei!
Yeah, and unfortunately, this movie feels like it's
Let me
a
hand watch me.
Funny robot.
See, that
Show 'em who's
Rush Hour or
boss.
Rush Hour.
Yeah, and again, that would have worked.
Good answer.
Again, that would have worked for any other Autobots.
Yeah, I know.
Megatron.
You're right.
You know what? Starscream and Bumblebee having
more
a
like
team
that.
up.
Okay, no, I'm not
to
gonna
do-
say. I mean, they've done it before.
You're right. You are 100% right. I'm saying you are 100% right. If it was any other Autobot Decepticon, sure, I I wouldn't mind. But this is Optimus Megatron. As well as,
they're also clearly the original Transformers too. They're taking like some sort of weird ass like variation of the Transformers, like Beast Wars Transformers, or like Transformers Space or what have you, whatever weird ass, what a weird ass variant of Transformer there is. These are specifically the originals. You can tell from just the colors of Optimus Prime, the design of Optimus Prime and Megatron, the design of their headpieces, everything.
Yeah, and it's gonna be very jarring for like this movie to like end the war of Cybertron. Like this kind of it's gonna be jarring.
It's.
You know what? I'd be all right with it being that kind of jarring, where it's just straight up. It's like a funny, ha-ha children's comedy film, and then it ends with like just full on like Transformers genocide kind of. Like let's have a new generation relive the trauma.
Someone else's turn.
That we did when we were kids.
First watching the trailer,
Persona.
That's all I'm saying.
Here's my thing, though. I think this is still going to be successful because.
I mean, yeah, no duh.
Yeah, because Transformers at the end of the day. But here's the other thing. Let's pretend that none of us know what Transformers are. We only know about it by name and from what we learned from just looking. Never mind commercials, never mind the games, never mind the comics, just looking, right? How many of us would say that this was cool without knowing what Transformers actually is?
It would look
yeah, good question.
I showed it to my little brother.
Considering I watched Considering the Mecha series I have actually consumed, Gizmo, I would be like, this is lame.
No, but what I'm saying is that if
A
you
rare monster! Beat the stuffing out of it!
Let me know anything about Transformers except by name. By name.
Some thick skin.
This still looks cool to you. Forget everything. Pretend you don't know everything. Chat, dude.
One enemy! Fight! Fight!
I did show this to my little brother. Cool.
Two more enemies! You gotta hang tight!
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because to a Transformers fan, no matter how small or big, this one's gonna look really off. It's gonna be skeptical. Some people it's gonna look like complete shit. Yeah, but like to a guy outside of Transformers only knows about it because my dad talks about it, or I see it around. It's gonna look really amazing. It's gonna look cool. It's gonna look awesome. Because
like if you go from the concept.
Yeah, and it does look kind of cool. It does look kind of awesome, especially with like how far we've come when it comes to animated films. They could have done this a long time ago, this kind of animation style, but Michael Bay was on the roll with this.
Go,
it feels
Sensei!
like
You knocked it down! It's down!
Then again, it's fair.
This could be like a Mortal Kombat incident where it's like they made they had to sacrifice a lot of things just to make a good movie. No blood, no gore, they changed some actors,
Sensei!
they changed some ethnicities, but at the end of the day, still cool to the point where it's great in the pop culture, like the music, the references, the fact that Kano went from Japanese American to Australian. They actually got the Shang Tsung actor to reprise his role as Shang Tsung in 11 onwards.
No.
Dude, you know exactly what I mean. He was Shang Tsung in 11, then he was Shang 1.
No, he wasn't. Hirohiro Kitagawa did not reprise Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1. That was somebody else.
Okay, regardless, you know what I mean. You should know what I mean. It's so
Yeah,
great of how
we
close.
gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we're not.
yeah. So for all we know, it could be one of those moments. All we have to do is wait and see. Hopefully, there's another trailer that'll make it look better. Hopefully, the movie itself.
There
will
are
be
two
better.
enemies. Hang
Like
in
I
there.
said, you can't fully judge it.
Well, we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard anything about the
That's
movie.
how it's
except for
knocked
the
it
trailer.
down.
We haven't heard anything.
Like,
Oh, we're making
still
our.
judge it
It's down.
without
Well,
full-
so we'll say that, but the thing is,
Here we come.
really, that's it.
From my
That makes sense to say. It makes sense. It makes sense to say it because of the trailer. Wait till the movie comes out. Yeah, I get that, but like it's different from like let's say a game that is revealed to have this and that, took away this and that. It's gonna have this and that. It won't have this and that.
Again, let's not.
That's why I agree. That's why I agree with you on this. You know, yeah, let's wait until this comes out because this is all we have to go off of. Just the trailer. Only the trailer. That let's wait. And
Okay,
let's hope this movie's good. And speaking of good, I'll have TV show. It's officially getting for a second season.
Cool.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd complain more about the continuity issues, but frankly, Bethesda's been having continuity issues with Fallout for a while now.
Bethesda's been
so-
having problems, period. Honestly, though, I think it adds to the charm. Just
Well,
like
they
how-
also wound up patching the damn show after release, which is
Patching the
hilarious.
show!
They patched the show.
I smell two
I
enemies.
never imagined a TV show would have to be patched.
Apparently, Stranger Things got patched as well.
Fusion can't use the persona.
Some of the
You hit its weakness. Smart move,
some of the
Sensei.
visual effects was not finished.
It's
Apparently.
down.
so who got patched?
Good answer. Out of our
it becomes just as good, if not better than season one. Whatever them shit that they claimed was in there, I didn't see it, or if it was very, very minuscule, which I think was played right, because there's too many words like it's they them, I am they them, it's they them, but they them, you know, and then they act like, oh, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, but they wanted to make it a big deal. Why do you think they made it that way? You know, but in Fallout, it's like, where is it? Oh, there? It's there? I didn't even notice. It's like that. If it's like that,
One enemy ambush. Hang in there.
you know, it is a big deal though. The Vault Dweller didn't grab that fucking bobblehead.
One enemy. Fight.
The first show was really good. I love all the references and all the unintentional possible references, like when the ghoul starts shooting everyone with no problem whatsoever, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm tired," and starts eating something. I feel like that was like an unintentional reference to it.
It's down.
You're not doing
Like Otis Mission was like a mysterious stranger joining.
You hit its weakness.
They had the
Smart move,
NCR,
Sensei.
they had
Here
the
goes. Persona. That's some thick
they had a
skin.
Yaoguai. I'm like, damn, that Yaoguai has
I'll finish you. Couldn't quite beat it.
I hope that when they eventually get to Vegas, which they clearly show and on spoilers,
Let's do
they
this.
do it justice
Persona. That's some thick
and
skin.
not do it like you did in the actual game.
Yikes.
Where it's like, oh, you arrived at New Vegas. You're gonna see a lot of like, there's gonna be a lot of like
Hurry and
casinos. There's gonna be a lot of strippers. There's gonna be a lot of drinking. There's gonna be a lot of famous like explorers. No, it's like
Persona.
okay, you got like this class fucking, and there's cards. Oh, and there's Chandler from Friends.
All right, I leveled up.
No, I don't want that. No, make it like full on Vegas, like post-apocalyptic Vegas. That's what I want to see. Anyone else? Ow. Oh, more news. The Amazing Digital Circus is going to get an episode 2, and it's premiering next month.
Cool.
I guess I don't know. They finally made that sequel to Sonic the Robot Blast 2 part.
What?
That Sonic part racer.
Yeah, it did. Apparently they used the Doom engine
It's
to
our
make the
turn
racer.
first. There's 3
Yeah,
enemies.
apparently they finally made
It's hilarious from what I've seen.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm playing it right now.
Huh?
It's actually
Is it mine?
good.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, I don't.
Go,
Like the
Sensei!
ultimate, like,
You
great.
knocked it down!
No.
Oh hey, who knows? Maybe we might put that in our, Friday game night. Maybe.
Sounds like a
Them
good idea.
online.
Enough with that.
I mean, it's free. And it's free, and if you can run too.
Kino. So, Kino is currently, mad that, Ayla is
Kevin,
helping
you
us.
What?
Enemies! Let's get through this!
Here goes.
You guys just stood there.
It's down!
You guys just
Good
stood there. I was being
But did you
attacked.
But did you die?
Why does that matter?
But did you die?
Why does that matter?
Did you die?
Why
Dude, if you
does it matter?
But did you die? Did you die? Did you die? Did you die?
Why does it matter whether or not I live?
You're the most important party member there is.
Ding dang dong.
I have been assaulted by my dog, and you all just stood there and watched as she mercilessly attacked me.
Fuck your dog. Put it over the oven.
Did you have? I mean, I don't know. Did you have some food on you?
Nope.
So, I've recently found out that push assist lawnmowers fucking suck.
I mean, yeah.
Because I can push the lawnmower faster than the lawnmower can pull me.
2 enemy shadows! You get to go first!
So, for people who don't know,
Go, Sensei!
my
You knocked it
Space Invader, who is a pit bull, has
Big old
tried,
cuddly creature.
has tried mercilessly licking me in the face.
Someone else's turn.
2
Oh
enemies!
hey, I lost
Charge
that
through 'em!
cross apparently. Part racer.
It's down!
Okay.
Yuri on Ice the movie was after a couple of years.
Oh,
Never watched,
Chie-chan, that was beautiful!
So Yuri on Ice is so for those who don't know, Yuri on Ice is an anime about literally about a couple of gay guys becoming figure skaters and falling in love with each other. It's supposed to be like a slice of life romantic anime where
Yeah, Yuri on Ice is kind of a misnomer. Or is very clearly Yaoi on Ice.
Yep.
But
Like,
no, seriously.
there are 2 enemies.
In all
Hang in
seriousness,
there.
one of the guys' names is
Some
Yuri.
thick skin.
I mean, it did have really good opening.
Sensei, they
Despite
lowered your
that, though,
stats.
it's actually good. Unlike most of the other
It's
LGBTQRS,
done.
UVWXYZ content.
Well, it's one of those things where you can appreciate a love story even if you're not necessarily into the people in it.
Oh yeah, but what I'm saying is that compared to the stuff here,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like bros.
Woohoo, Chie-chan! That's one!
What about, what was that
Yikes,
show where
reinforcements!
it was like
We were nearly
Gay Mission
done.
Impossible?
Oh, I know.
The animated show?
Oh man,
That's it, Yosuke! One enemy down!
Queer Force. Nobody liked
Oh,
that.
Q-Force.
Attaboy,
Yeah,
Yosuke!
yeah,
You're
fucking
in the
shit.
zone!
Nobody liked that one either.
that was offensive. Like legitimately, yeah, that was like the most homophobic
Buddy, that sounds.
I won't say, you know, homophobic thing, but like that is the most stereotypical I've ever seen anybody portrayed in anything. Like, good God.
I can care less about stereotypes. The problem is, can you make that stereotype character
2 enemies!
lovable?
You can attack before them!
Well, they couldn't.
Oh, that's the problem.
Go, Sensei!
Speaking of stereotype characters, though, apparently, Doctor Who has been going downhill recently.
Yeah.
Again. Because one of the weirdest things is that Doctor Who had a little bit of a revival there when David Tennant showed up, and they had some damn good episodes, I gotta say. Like, it was head and fucking shoulders above the fucking Chibnall era.
They had to defeat an alien by torching.
What?
Exactly.
You're joking, right?
Nope.
Please stop joking.
Nope.
A rare
Loki was
monster!
involved in an
Beat the
episode of Doctor
stuffing
Who.
out of it!
Was that in one of the David Tennant episodes? Because I don't remember that.
That's some thick skin.
3 enemies
That's the new
left.
Doctor, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And like I said, got a little bit of a revival, and there were some pretty damn good episodes in the new Tennant episodes they did.
Someone else's turn.
My generation was fucking weird, but at least, you know, they kind of
2
explained it,
enemies! Charge
that it
through
was,
'em!
you know, it was their reward for beating
Neil
Neil Patrick Harris's crazy little plan he had.
Someone else's
What did he
turn.
plan?
Just
Doctor Who
1
did.
enemy
so-
left!
But yeah, there was some questionable shit in there, too, just go watch the video that we did about it. And, you know, it's still up. The BBC hasn't raped us for putting it up there, yet. But
They are called BBC.
yes, but but you know, it was looking up, and then things immediately went back down. Like, Nkutigawa had like a pretty good special episode for his first episode, and then you know, there was like some weird shit with the fucking singing and dancing that nearly got us copyright struck, but you know, we dealt with that, and frankly, like, you know, that was one of those episodes. I believe my quote about it was, "Did I write this?" Because it's exactly the kind of thing I would do if I got the reins to Doctor Who. But you know. Anyways, point being,
There's 1 enemy! Smash it!
Here goes.
that recently they've gone on the don't watch
Mentality.
school mentality of
1 enemy! Fight! Fight! Fight!
Go! I'll finish you!
mentality of things. Where it's
It's
like, oh, you don't like
All right.
what we're doing with Doctor Who? We'll go watch something else. Okay. That worked out so well in the Chibnall era.
That was so well in the comic book industry.
Yeah, the comic book industry, nobody fucking buys them. Oh yeah, we can talk about good stuff. I just want to point out
No, I
that,
mean,
like,
we're
like
gonna bring up bad things, so I guess we might as well
We're gonna bring up bad things just as much as we're gonna bring up
No,
good
I mean, I guess we might as well talk about that TV show featuring about that dog. They got a season 2 that everyone hated.
There are 2 enemies! Hang in there!
what?
Velma. I'm talking about Velma.
Oh, Velma. Okay, yeah. So Scrappy Doo becomes the hero of the internet
2 enemies
because
left!
he killed Velma in the season finale of Velma season 2.
Yosuke's on the warpath! Keep it going!
Yeah,
Okay.
but her ghost came back and
I'll finish you!
killed him.
Couldn't quite beat it.
But his ghost, like, pissed on her ghost, I think.
Just 1 enemy left!
Let's do this. Persona.
I swear.
It's very dumb.
And of course, Of course, because...
Over the wireless
Yikes, it's tough.
And of course, keep in mind, they're going to try... Keep in mind, I'm sure they have more pre-order. Burden on the way.
Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
hate watching
on their platform.
Gizmo.
Well, no, they're...
Hate watching...
Well, no, like, Gizmo Season 2 was... Velma Season 2 was already... was already ordered ahead of time. They tend to order like 4 seasons of this stuff at a time. So
But
we
no
could
one
have...
watches it. No
We
one
could
watches
have...
it. Where's the money coming from?
Yeah, that's the HBO effect in action there.
Let's just say Mindy Kaling's cooch is very deep.
Let's just say, no, we all know.
Her daddy has a lot of money.
Yes.
Too much money. And you fucking over the Hex Girl. Who the fuck?
Oh yeah, the Hex Girl. So
That's a girl hernia.
Thorn, the Hex Girl that everybody loves, goth Mary Jane Watson, got turned into a alcoholic cougar. Who doesn't look like a cougar. She is not a MILF. She is a mother I'd like to stay far away from him.
So
She's a MILF
by name.
Yeah.
It's okay, Gizmo.
Ah, Rick!
As long as you don't watch the bad show cannot hurt you.
Now I haven't been watching this show because I saw the preview and I was like, this looks like garbage.
It's not like a
Same. There was a funny,
and then people kind of tried to jump on people who didn't want to watch the show. Oh, and then other people were jumping on people who did watch the show.
those
Oh.
So congratulations.
Don't get careless now.
We're doing things wrong.
Oh, Alex.
It's not going down.
Do you remember how,
2 enemies left.
do you remember? There was this one video where somebody was like, I watched, like, doing a bit of a reaction to part of the Velma show where it's like, where one person's like, I will manifest us winning a contest, and then he's like, I'd rather manifest as you getting hit by a truck. Car hits her, or immediately after he says this.
Sensei.
Another level for me.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? That's funny.
Yep.
No. How many of you are familiar with Internet Archive?
I am.
Very familiar.
How many of you are familiar with the lawsuit that they're under?
Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck. Hang on. Chuck Wendig, I believe is his name. Chuck Wendig can go to hell.
Yeah.
It's
there's
our
an
turn
article. Our
first.
Internet
There's
Archive
3
filed
enemies.
final brief. In Twitter.
Yeah. Well,
Let's do this. Persona.
they have my support.
Whoever decided to go after the Internet Archive,
Disney.
Yikes, it's tough.
yeah, they willingly have great.
2 enemies. Charge through them.
That's starting to insult, yeah, it is. That's the case.
Yosuke's on the warpath. Keep it going.
Wait, not slowly. Okay, here's some funny-ish news.
Just
Japanese
1 enemy
firefighters.
left.
Someone else's turn.
Oh,
Yikes, it's tough.
Japanese firefighters suspended for appearing in multiple adult films.
Well, that's unfortunate. Just because he uses his hose for other things when he's off the job doesn't mean that he should have to lose his job.
That's why I couldn't keep it straight.
What?
Like, damn, bro. Japan, of all places, you're hiring the guy who practically keeps your bank account steady. A Japanese firefighter has been suspended from his position after reportedly appearing in adult videos. According to NHK, The firefighters from Tsugaya City in Saitama,
There are two enemies. Hang in there.
participated
Some
in at least
thick skin.
5 photo shoots in Osaka and other areas and was paid 250,000 Japanese yen for his work. That's
Two enemies. Charge through 'em.
US.
That's not enough.
Yikes, it's
As a
tough.
result, the officer has been suspended for 6 months. Yeah, but keep in mind this is the fire chief was alerted to the performer's sideways things to an honest tip and says the man's actions have damaged the trust of his residents. Yeah. Well, shutting down your fucking Patreon, you fucking snitch.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, the firefighter's performer said that he was getting the economic woes such as a car loan. Japanese yen has been slowly losing buying power. What?
It's down.
Yeah, the Japanese yen
Good
has
answer.
dropped below 160 yen per dollar.
You're able to buy something for $1 in Japan, not in the US. In the time of the writing, since approximately 1 yen equals a third of a 65 cent, 0.0065 cents. At the risk of being opportunistic, it's a great time for Westerners to buy Japanese work like figures and Blu-rays.
Yep.
Man, I didn't. Oh, okay. You know what's funny though? It is suspension, not a firing. If it was,
You know what? That he should be.
if it was
He
in the
should be
US,
given a.
If
He
it was
should
in
be
the
given a
US,
gig.
If it was in the US, like
A
let
rare
go, no
monster.
questions
Beat
asked.
the
Like, they
stuffing
wouldn't
out of
give a
it.
damn. But Japan, I'm surprised he's suspended, but at the same time, it's Japan.
Some
They
thick
treat
skin.
adult
One
video
enemy.
stars
Fight,
like
fight,
legitimate
fight.
Hollywood actors.
Sometimes, yeah.
I mean, hentai.
Yeah, like there's good famous people who've done manga and anime that were involved in hentai at some point or another. The guys in Evangelion, the guys who did Evangelion. I think there was someone in
Excuse
that.
me.
I think there was someone who was involved in Evangelion who used to be a part of the production of Welcome to Yukiko.
Oh God.
Yeah,
And also don't get paid.
it's the norm because over there they have no. I'm not gonna say they have no shame, but like they're used to sexual things more than the U.S., which is kind of funny because the U.S. has got a lot more sexual as much as Japan does.
Two enemies
Speaking
ambushed
of
you.
sexual deviancy,
Let's do this.
Pixar will block non-sexual content for users in the U.S. and U.K.
Persona.
Yep.
So
What
for
about
those-
Canada?
Fucking
So-
lots. Stripe.
Yeah, for those who don't know,
Charge through 'em!
Pixiv is a website that is hosted in Japan that they want to let people post their art similar
down!
to, say,
Move, Chie-chan!
Tumblr, Twitter,
Yikes,
Extend,
it's tough.
Deviant Art, but they focus, but they're
Chie-chan's really
more,
pissed off.
they have more
Do
freedom.
this, Jiraiya.
Basically, they have more freedom. So you
A
can be
critical
as rude
hit.
as you want, as wholesome
be
as you
good
want, and
Ready or not.
you would not be in trouble. However, Pixiv has been getting a
Two
little more
enemies.
strict
Charge through them.
as time goes on. So it's like
Persona.
they used to be this place used to be like the Wild West of like artists.
Woohoo,
websites.
Chie-chan!
You can
That's
post anything,
right.
literally
Amazing,
any kind
Sensei,
of art,
keep
from
it up.
3D to
Yeah,
2D
it's not
to
going down.
the most disgusting
Chie-chan's really
to the
pissed
most erotic. We're talking like Gudo, gangbang,
step up, too.
blonde, bikini, public use, the whole 9 yards. Every fetish under the sun. But then, as time went on, there have been more reports of people losing their accounts, suspended, being told that now they have
Two
to put
enemies.
a banner
You can
of-
attack
to
before
let
them.
people know they're adult-only artists. It's weird because this from Japan. This is exclusively a website
Two
that's being
enemies.
hosted in Japan,
Charge through them.
Let's do this.
and it's mostly
Persona.
Japanese users that are using it.
Someone else's turn.
American users use it, but that's mostly just to get around the fact that a bunch of other shit in America has started doing the same thing.
Right, but again, this is Japan. They should have no influence outside of the country to make them watch whatever the hell that they're seeing.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tomoe.
If from over here, the article says starting from April 25th,
GHM sure is
2024, a
powerful.
new section restricting on unacceptable content to comply with legal laws
hit its
has been
weakness.
added to the picture of terms of use. This change only affects users whose country/region is set in the US and UK. Other users will not be affected by this change in terms of use. Please read more about the changes below. And that doesn't help that DL site has also been affected.
Yeah.
Which is also another place where it's not, they don't post art there, part of it, but mostly it's erotic games,
A rare
erotic,
monster. We'll beat the stuffing out of
erotic
it.
motion manga, motion comics, 3D videos, that kind of thing.
Turn.
3 enemies.
That's
Let's get
where
through
most
this.
of the Umemato videos came from too. They're posted there for download with a small fee. And it's kind of
Stone helm is stronger than a golden helm.
It's kind of odd too because
It's not going down.
2 enemies.
I get
Charge
it
through
because
'em.
not everybody is going to be into everything, especially if it's DeviantArt,
Awesome.
because
GHR
DeviantArt is more kitty friendly,
rampage
kind of.
DeviantArt also doesn't allow stuff like bodily fluids.
Yeah, and Twitter,
1 enemy.
you have to make sure that you label your art or your profile as adult only or not safe for work. Tumblr, they did the whole they had the whole porn purge to the point where people outright quit using Tumblr and moved over to Twitter. And now there's a lot less activity there than there is in MySpace. Fight me on that.
Yeah.
So stupid, dude. If you don't like the art, don't look at it.
Yeah, but then
Tumblr was trying to clean themselves up so that they could get sold again.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Tumblr, with all the ask blogs you have of all the abusive lesbianic couples and the shitty cal arts that you got.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I really mean that there's a lot of Tumblr ask art blogs out there that for some reason have a lesbian couple and that are abusive to each other. Don't ask how I know. It's messy. Moving on, Grand Theft Auto publishers Take-Two announces brutal cost reduction plan, cuts over 500 employees and cancels several projects in development.
I'm reminded of something Satoru Iwata once said. People who are afraid for their jobs don't make good games.
Yep.
Yeah. This new Grand Theft Auto game is not gonna be as good as 5.
Yukiko!
Something about it just.
Yep.
I don't know.
I knew it. There's 2 of
Ubisoft
her.
Star Wars Outlaws faces massive backlash over absurd release pricing, protagonist in-game model looking worse than the real-world actor.
It's a fucking Ubisoft game. Of course it's gonna wind up looking like shit.
No, here's the thing,
And
though.
with a bunch of shitty pre-order
What's
shit.
this?
No. Here's the
Great
thing, though.
princes
It's
are
one
here
thing
to
if it
see
was like
me.
the background
My,
or like
my.
monsters
Are
and
you
like
the
stuff like
surprise
that. Those
guests who
look
came in
ideal.
late? I wish I'd
Have you
gotten
seen
a
the
better
most
look
recent
at
Star
you.
Wars games? The main
No.
protag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the main
Fallen
protag-
Order and
My,
whatnot.
it's getting
Yeah, the
crowded
main
here.
protag, the redhead guy, he looks
Land
exactly like his
far,
model.
Far away where
Yeah.
no one
Okay,
knows
yeah,
me.
that's exactly how it
If you're
should.
my
Yeah,
prince,
Cal
you
Kestis
test me
looks
there, won't
exactly
you?
like Cameron Monaghan.
This game, the female protag
on,
looks
pretty
nothing
please.
like the model they're using. Her jawline is wider, her chin is chiseled, her nose is more pointy.
Wow. Is
Her
this
teeth are like
scoring
Tic
a hot
Tacs.
stud?
3
And
That's
for-
fucking
princes.
weird.
Yeah,
Wait,
and her
does that
strut
include
is not
me,
a strut,
too?
it's a manly walk.
Duh. The third one's
You know,
gotta
they
be
made
me.
jokes about that back
I
when
seriously doubt that.
back when a man did the
Yay.
mocap for Harley Quinn.
Yes, she's my prince.
Dude, at least she
She
knows how to
always
walk like a
leads the
woman.
way. She
Yeah,
is a
that-
strong prince.
Dude,
Or at least
looks
she
like
was.
a lady.
Dude looks
When it
like a
comes down
lady.
to it, Chie's just not good enough. She can't take me away
bar
from
on
here.
the
She
shore.
can't save me.
Picture Grace
Yukiko.
sign at the door.
Stop.
Historic inn, manager training.
Holy shit,
I'm
that's not
sick
a
of all
lady,
these things
that's a
chaining me
dick. What?
down. I never
Solve
asked to be
throw.
born here. Everything's decided for me, from how I live to where I die.
Molly Ringwald says
I'm
any
so
potential
sick of it.
remake of
To
The
hell
Breakfast
with it
Club,
all.
Pretty in Pink, or 16
That's
Candles.
not true.
16
I just want to go somewhere far away.
Would have to be
Anywhere
more
but
diverse
here.
because
Someone
those movies
please
are
take
really,
me
really
away.
very like,
I can't
okay, yeah,
leave
shit on your
here on
legacy.
my own. I'm completely
Shit on your own legacy.
useless.
Yeah, okay, do that.
Stop. Please
The
stop.
better or worse than the what was that black?
I have no hope if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
stay,
I
and
would
no
say fuck
courage
her.
to
Times,
leave.
good times, good times.
So
yeah.
I
The
sit
better
on
than
my
good
ass,
times.
hoping that someday my prince
With
will
all
come.
these people, dude,
I don't
you
care
made
where we
millions.
go.
Now you're probably
Anywhere's
not going to be
fine.
cast as much as
As
you thought you
long as
would.
it's not
You fucking
here,
hoe.
I don't
No, I'm
give
kidding.
a damn.
Rob Schneider argues that
Historical
woke
tradition,
ideology is close to
pride of the
collapsing.
town. What a bunch of
Mainstream media and
bullshit.
Hollywood can't continue to ignore
dare
half the
you.
population.
It's
He's right.
amazing how Rob
That's how I
Schneider
really
can
feel.
sometimes come up with a correct. Well, you know, he's not always funny, but he does usually have like a decent enough handle on like what's
Isn't
going
that
on
right?
otherwise. You know,
You're implying that Rob Schneider was ever funny.
down
Fuck off.
Periscope.
No.
50
Waterboy.
First
Don't say it.
Dates.
51st Dates.
No,
Yep.
you're not me.
One.
She's
Oh,
the man.
Yukiko. Oh, just triggered her boss fight, so that means we get a.
More for the free.
Grown-ups.
This feels wonderful. It's
Grown-ups
filled
1, not Grown-ups 2.
more and
I said
more.
grown-up.
He was not funny in that. Not at all. It's symbolic.
Do you just have
Aw.
someone just? Did you just kind of like continuously ask
We have
someone
to stop it. That
tape the switch
We
that
know.
turns the on switch of
It's
your
all
humor?
right, Yukiko. Just hang in there.
No.
We'll
Oh,
save
by
you.
the way, The
Kevin.
Boy and the Heron is coming out on UHD.
UHF?
UHF is also coming out on UHD.
I am a shadow, the true
Oh,
self.
more bad news.
Now,
Nintendo
my
is
prince,
takedown
why don't
Gary's
we
mod.
dance and make
At first,
merry
it looked like a
together?
hoax, but
Hang
then
in there,
they
Yukiko.
revealed
I'm
no,
right here
that
for you.
Nintendo-
Yeah, it turns out it was actually
Oh,
legitimate.
really? Then
Which
I'll
is
make
weird
sure to give you
because the
plenty to deal with.
account that filed the takedown didn't look like it was actually connected to Nintendo.
Either way, though, why is Nintendo butting in?
Let's do this.
Yeah, why now?
I don't know.
Don't they realize the memes that people make about when big companies do this? The moment you put a copyright anything on any of this shit, people consider that cheater shit. Remember
Yeah,
remember the Meat Canyon incident? The moment Warner Brothers put a copyright on that video?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's canon now, I guess. You own it now. I don't know about you. You own it. I mean, you're Warner Brothers. You own it, right? You own that video of Bugs Bunny being a serial rapist. I guess that's canon now, right? Nintendo's doing the same thing.
Or that-
when they,
Or that
Nintendo-
video of Lola Bunny getting her cheeks blasted.
So all of them.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about that Bowser dick that someone was trying to make copyright? Yeah, I guess that's canon now too. We all know that
What?
Bowser's dick
Are
looks
you
like that
trying
now.
to make me mad?
Stupid fuck.
You little.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if Bowser was canon.
Jim Henson is getting a documentary
Nice.
called Jim Henson Idea Man. It's exclusively on Disney Plus.
That's unfortunate.
Persona.
Yeah, it makes sense though. And my brother brought this up. They could have done this a lot earlier. Why now?
Yeah.
Like think about what happened the past few years. The past, I don't know, let's say 5 years. Gonzo is identifying as a lady. The new Muppet Babies movie. Okay, weird. They brought in black Muppets, even though the whole point of them being colors
This isn't
and like
good.
literal
I
other.
thought. Yeah, I was gonna say the monsters and the Muppets are like. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the whole point of them being like other colors outside of like black and white and brown and gray is supposed to show how diverse they are outside of skin color. What else did they do? They made Miss Piggy and Kermit break
I let my guard down.
up
Yeah,
for
they
a
made
bit.
the two of them break up.
The Happy Time Murders was a thing.
Happy Time Murders is fucking bullshit.
It was a good idea, but handled
Great
very
idea.
horribly.
They did it poorly.
Very horribly. Especially since
Here
it's
goes.
Mehcast
Melissa McCarthy.
her. Especially after the whole Ghostbusters you see why I think it would have been easier if they did it earlier. Damn, man, that's like Gonzo been wanting to identify her and the Black Muppet, even though there's no point of having Muppets of a specific ethnicity, like the fucking breaking up Miss Piggy and Kermit, which have been a couple for who knows how long, decades.
Come.
What else is there? The lack
That's
of
how my
movies, the
fridge
lack
should
of
be.
TV shows, the lack of art. They should have done this a lot sooner. Like, why now? And it's not even like I don't want this. I love Jim Henson. I love the Muppets. I love everything he's done. Because I got Dark Crystal on DVD the moment it came out. My dad bought that thing and showed it to
Here
us.
goes.
I still have the Muppets movie in that green VHS case that it came in.
I'll finish you!
And, you know, you really can't get talk Sesame.
I'm right.
Yeah, and Labyrinth. You know,
Dance magic dance. Get that magic jump on me.
nothing? Tra la la?
Chie-chan
Yeah,
can't use her persona!
You can't really say more about that. You see what I mean, right? Like, they could have done this a lot sooner, man. Like, why now? Like, what made them wait?
Yosuke's
At least
scared!
it's being-
Because now some of the people who were involved with that are dead.
Yeah,
I
some
hope
of them
they-
are dead. I think the only people that are, most of the people that are alive now are like his kids or something?
Chie-chan can't use her persona!
Am I right or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Thanks.
It's just so weird, man. Like, now?
Persona.
Okay. Doom 64 is getting a fan-made port for the Sega Dreamcast.
That's interesting.
Very.
Awesome.
I wonder how that's gonna play.
Chie-chan can't use her
That's
persona!
one joystick. Anyway, let's go to the best of King of Fighters games ranked by you! Not you. You!
2002 better be on the top of that top 3.
Number 23, King of Fighters 2 on PS1. The base.
Oh, we'll go.
At the bottom makes
My
sense.
dear
Japanese only
prince.
anyway. King of Fighters, yeah. King of Fighters
Why?
EX, Neo
Why
Blood
won't
on
he come?
GBA.
No one's
Number
coming!
22.
Now's your chance to attack!
No, I just revived you.
The King of Fighters EX 2, Howl's Blood on GBA. Number 21.
Whoa, that was an alright thing.
Come on.
Okay, yeah, this definitely belongs at the bottom. The King of Fighters
guys,
12 on
let's
PS2, number 20.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like I had the wrong idea.
Oh, come on, this needs
You're
to
no
be higher.
princes.
The King of Fighters
Die, you
Maximum
worthless
Impact on
commoners.
PS2, number 19. It was not that bad, come on.
Yosuke's scared!
We had some hiccups there, but you know, it was dodgeable.
King of Fighters 2001, number 18.
Let's do this. Persona.
King of Fighters Maximum Impact 2, number 17.
I'll finish you!
King of Fighters Zero Wave, number 16. King of Fighters 2003, number 15. King of Fighters 94, number 14.
No, 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 no!
Here goes.
Yeah!
Fuck.
King of Fighters.
I'll finish you!
Number 13.
Fuck.
The King of Fighters
Yosuke's scared.
R1. Number 12. This is the Neo Geo Pocket.
Persona!
King of Fighters 15 on number 11.
Persona!
Okay.
Okay.
King of Fighters R2 from the Neo Geo Pocket. Number 10.
You're in my way!
King of Fighters 95. Number 9. King of Fighters 11. Number 8. King of Fighters 2002. Number 7.
Here goes!
King of Fighters 99. Number 6.
You're nearly there!
King of Fighters 96. Number 5. King of Fighters 2000. Number 4. That's 2000. King of Fighters 13. Number 3.
Let's do this!
King of Fighters 97. Number 2.
Fighters 98 number 1.
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
The best fighting game ever made.
Someone help her!
I mean, it's to be expected. It's one of the better King of Fighters games.
Really down, but I can get her up. Revival bead.
Survey reveals Japanese
Let's do this!
handheld.
Nice.
Yeah.
Killed Yukiko first try.
They recently did a survey, and these are the top 5 systems that Japanese players have been using. 5 is DS, 12.2. Number 4 is tablet, 26.5.
Yukiko!
Number
Yukiko, are
3
you
is
hurt?
PC, 33.2. Number 2 is Nintendo
No,
Switch,
I'm
38.5, and number 1 is mobile,
We understand.
94.7.
You're not the only one like
So
that,
while the
Yukiko-san.
DS is like
Everyone has something they can't show to other people, or don't want to
the
admit to
bottom of number
themselves.
5, that's still a lot. That's still a lot of Japanese players still playing the
Yukiko,
Nintendo 3DS.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
I
Glad to
was
see
so
it.
self-centered that I never
wonder how many of them
understood
were
what you
hacking
were
it.
going through. I'm your friend.
That depends.
I
DSi,
still.
sure.
I'm so sorry.
DS
Chie.
Lite, original DS, absolutely
I was
not.
always jealous of you, Yukiko. You
You
had
can do,
everything that I
you
didn't.
know, you can do,
That jealousy was like a wall, and
you know,
I was
flashcards.
so lonely.
Right.
I wanted
I have
you to
flashcards
need me,
I have a
but it
flashcard
was
for my
me
DS,
who
but
needed you. I can't do
that's
anything
about it
right on
for
my own.
DS options.
I've caused so much trouble for Yosuke and the others.
Duke Nukem and Max Payne
If you weren't
co-creator
by my
once
side,
pitched an Escape from New York
wouldn't know what to
MOBA
do.
game.
Escape from New
Gee.
York, I'm interested. MOBA game, yeah.
So this
I'll
is
be right
I
back.
never saw the real.
okay.
You can keep talking, I can hear you.
So he released
I
a
want to
tweet
run
that
away.
said
I
that
want someone to save
it's
me.
been leaked that Danish
You're
3D
right.
Realms
Those feelings are part of me too.
Flipgate was working on a
understand
secret
now.
project, Escape from
You're
New York,
me.
and that it was going to be a mobile game, and they had the first 4 pages. It would have been a free-for-all battle royale to escape the world's most dangerous island prison. There would have been millions of killers on the loose. There would have been a time limit of 45 to 49
Yukiko!
minutes. There would have been a
you
map
okay?
to help you out. Yeah, there's
Yes, I'm just a
little
little
is known
tired.
about this,
You all
but
came to
the
rescue
fact that
me.
it would have been a MOBA game was
Of
kind of
course.
Thank you.
Sounds kind of more
and the
like
fact that they
Fortnite,
required the
honestly.
Escape from New York, like, yeah, but
They,
more MOBAs though. Like it's really interesting that they got the Escape from New York license to do a MOBA
Don't
of all
even
games.
mention it.
Not even
Just
like a
so
third-person
glad you're
shooter or like a
safe.
2D shooter like Contra or Gears of War. Like a
Right
MOBA.
on.
Kind of odd.
So, who threw you in here?
How Google's rampant Sunnyvale
Who are
expansion
you?
is erasing Atari's history.
Rather, what are you?
Oh, speaking
I'm
of
Teddy.
leaks, though,
So who
and,
threw you in?
canceled concepts, did you see all the Disney stuff that got leaked recently? Like they had production bibles and pitches and pilots.
No.
leaked out on like
I don't
Mega
know.
Upload and YouTube and places like that?
I think
No, I didn't hear about that.
someone
Yeah,
called
so,
my name.
A bunch of
But my memory's a blur. I
like
can't remember who it was.
a bunch of test
I'm
footage
sorry.
and things like that has been
No new
and,
clues.
stuff like Pitch Bible
Not necessarily.
has been
Now we
leaked
know
out
for
on,
sure that someone
YouTube
threw
and
Yukiko-san
whatnot.
in here.
So
Hmm.
the original
Then
Pitch
it really
Bible
isn't you
for,
guys.
like the replacements is out there. Or, there was
I
a canceled
always
Disney
believed
variety
it wasn't you
show
guys.
where it was supposed to be
You little-
like all these
You one-line
different,
sack of honey.
characters live in like
Anyways,
different city together.
Let's hurry back home.
And
Yukiko
the
looks
very
exhausted.
first skit is
Thanks again, Teddy.
it's fucking hilarious. It's about Tigger going to go get a haircut and fucking up everything.
Wait,
along
you're
the
leaving
way.
me here?
Leaving you?
And
What
then
are you
he
talking about? You
accidentally-
live here.
He wanted because he's only got one hair.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
describe
but
the whole skit to you. 'Cause
I'm
that's
sorry,
boring,
Teddy.
but,
I
like,
promise to come
it's
again.
a great little skit. And the
So
fact
be a
that it
good
didn't
boy
get,
and wait here until then.
The fact that it didn't get finished is, frankly,
my, it's getting crowded
Sounds like one of
here.
those Cartoon
Why
Network
don't
bumpers.
you and I go somewhere else? Come on, pretty please.
Kinda, yeah, actually.
Ah, you're giving me the creeps. That's it. You're stuck here for the rest of your life.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so Google looks like it's
Yukiko,
trying
are you
to
all right?
erase Atari's history
You're not
by
hurt
tearing
anywhere,
down
are you?
No,
on the buildings that they
I'm just a
once
little
worked in,
tired.
replacing with generic
yeah.
ass buildings.
I saw that. That sucks.
They demolished the
sorry,
original Atari HQ.
Well, no worries. You're safe, and that's
Jesus
more than enough.
Christ.
Google demolished it.
But there's no mistake that Yukiko-san was, attacked the same way as the
They
last two
even
victims.
demolished. Oh, what
And
the
I
hell?
think the one we saw on the Midnight Channel
They
wasn't the
even
real
demolished
Yukiko-san.
the Australian
Shadow.
HQ.
Maybe
was
the things
sold out just to
Yukiko-san
be
was suppressing
demolished.
in this world took form in the TV.
You know,
How are you gonna
Teddy
sell
was
off
saying
an
something
iconic
like
house
that.
like that just to wreck it? You fucking heartless bastards.
Indeed.
It's no use.
Reminds me of
I'm
what
just going
happened
round and
to,
round in
a
circles.
bunch of shit out of Universal Studios. Universal and Paramount had a
What
bunch
kind of person could be doing this?
No, I think it was mostly just Universal, but Universal Studios tore down a bunch of their old sets so they could make
Yeah,
way to that
we
theme
can go.
park they built.
Yukiko really.
And it's a good theme
Oh,
park,
that's
but
right.
On the one hand, you know, is it
You couldn't
worth
just expand?
losing the
We'll talk
original
about all this some more.
set to the Phantom of the Opera? Like the original movie Phantom of the Opera.
Fuck's sake, the things they won't do.
He's home.
Okay, on to good news, I guess.
Hello?
2 rare Mega Man
Hi
Battle
there.
Network games are getting fan translations.
We got off work at the
And
same
are
time, so
now-
I'm giving him a ride back to
They
his place.
are. And
Nice
this
to meet you. I'm Adachi, the guy who.
is nothing
I can
to
still
really
work
on
you
mobile
harder,
games.
you know.
100% related. Yeah, it's a mobile game.
Good one,
and,
sir.
The Mega Man Battle Network game is called Mega Man Legend of the Network. It was exclusively a mobile game. And
Oh,
keep in
I
mind,
almost
this
forgot.
is back when the
You're friends with
Game Boy
Yukiko
Advance was
Amagi,
new,
right?
So it was on like flip phones and shit.
They found her safe and sound. Tell.
This looks very interesting.
It's like the-
Yeah, for us on the force
okay,
too.
I know about this.
But
So
this
apparently
doesn't
it's
mean
like-
the case is
It's like
closed,
playing
though.
the actual Battle Network
We were
games,
just
like,
questioning
on a
Miss
phone,
Amagi.
like in the, like,
But she says she doesn't remember
like they
anything that
matched,
happened
like
while
it
she was
played
missing.
exactly like the Battle Network
And we
game
can't figure out her
somehow.
Yeah,
whereabouts
somehow,
during the
yeah.
missing period either. It's
And
like
even
she
got
really
like its own
disappeared.
Are
unique,
you
like,
not
story
close
mode,
enough
the
together?
It's all pretty
Boss
fishy,
Knight.
if you ask
It's
me.
like-
Come on,
it's
come on,
almost
stay
like
together,
our
stay
Battle
together.
Network game.
Boom shakalaka.
Stop
It's almost
blabbering,
like they literally
dumbass.
made a new Battle Network game.
Sorry.
Ignore him. He's just spouting some wild
There's
fantasy.
going to be another mini arcade, and that's of Dance Dance Revolution.
Okay.
Yeah, don't give it a...
And what's funny is that you can actually
right.
hook up
My stomach's
a
growling
Dance
too.
Dance Revolution pad to it and actually
So you do have
play
a
the-
softer side
play
around
the
Nanako
game.
Chan, sir.
Like legitimately,
Shut up
what
and sit down.
what there also is that you
Wash
can
those
actually
hands first.
detach the dance pads from the mini
should do the
arcade
same.
and use your hands to play it too. You can hook it up to a TV, and again, you could use a dance pad, or you could use the dance pads attached to it, and just like attach them to some wires and just use your hands or thumbs. Yeah, it's unfortunately a Japan exclusive though. It's cost like 49,000 yen.
Well, well,
Oh,
anyway.
Mighty Final Fight is going to get a fan made sequel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's in the style of like 16-bit era. You play as Cody, Guy, and Hagar just as much as you did in the first one. It looks like to be some sort of open source. And there's a demo you can currently download as you wait for the official fan game to come out.
All right.
Oh, and before I end up going, since it's getting late. Hey,
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it one more shot at taking this guy out, and then I'll call it two.
so I've heard about this mobile fighter Gundam, G Gundam, to celebrate 30th anniversary with new story penned by original series director or Gundam Fight Ready Go. In honor of its 30th anniversary, Bandai Namco has announced that mobile fighter Gundam, or I'm sorry, G Gundam, will soon be receiving a new side story scenario penned by the series' original director Masahiro Imagawa. News of the fan favorite shonen-styled Mobile Suit Gundam spin-off continuation was first revealed on April 22nd, courtesy of the franchise's official website. Alongside a new commemorative key visual
I'm gonna go
illustrated
ahead
by
and reset
Mobile
here so
Suit
that I can get a better
Gundam, the
chance.
image from Mercury animator Shinpei Sawa, the image depicting the members of the new Shuffle Alliance, as well as Master Asia, Rain, Allenby, and Schwartz running into the sunset ahead of the God Gundam, Burning Gundam in the dub. Bandai Namco unveiled their plans to release, and as was seen translated via DeepL, a completely new guidance scenario written by the general director of Mobile Fighter G Gundam, Yasuhiro Imagawa, later this summer. As detailed by Bandai Namco, this Gaiden outing will tell a side story of the main TV series and subsequent series in the form of a scenario novel. To this end, while the studio declined to
Boo.
provide any concrete details as to what fans could expect from the novel, they did confirm that the characters with the distinctive hairstyle that was revealed during the Gundam series 45th anniversary special broadcast on April 7th and will also appear and play an important role on the story, sporting with both twin ponytails and triangular hair cones outside of their design. Little else is known about said character, especially just what their relation is to the larger Mobile Fighter G Gundam cast. Offering his thoughts on the upcoming return to the series, Imagawa told Bandai Namco, "The school of the undefeated of the East is far from over. Things I left unfinished, things I pretended I didn't know. Th- those things have been in my head for 30 years," he explained. "Even if I want to go wild, I don't have a ring. I've gained a whole lot of weight while sleeping, and my hands, it burns bright red and finally punches through the wall outside to the outside world. Who and what kind of fight will start? Just a while until the gong sounds." As noted above, Imagawa's new Mobile Fighter G Gundam scenario is set to smash its way to the top of the competition starting sometime later this summer. Sadly, if this were to ever get dubbed, we would never hear Mark Gatha again because he had retired from voice acting to become a surgeon.
I mean, cameo's a thing, so let's hope he
I don't even know if
figures
he
that out.
has a cameo thing. Well,
That's
anyway,
why I
I'm
set
gonna
up.
call it for tonight. So next time on Persona 4 Golden, we will be continuing to try to solve the mystery.
No.
Right, okay then. Until then,
Oh.
I'll see you next Monday for Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Bye.
No.